big. It feels like every single corner of pools is filled to the brim with strong players. Like just looking at this bracket, I have Def Heaven, SQ, Gavin, Danny, and that's just reading the first three names I saw.
There you go, man. Yeah, I mean that's probably Ukio's probably reading that from one pool. There's 4 tonight, so it's going to be kind of crazy. I was picking some of the stream matches, forecasted what we're going to see, but starting us off is going to be some familiar faces for the Jeekly. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I put these guys on stream every week. It feels like Noob Hat is going to be coming up in a set, and so is on Dreadlon. But I gotta show my Academy graduates some love, guys. If you watched Jeekly last week, we were co-streamed by Arc System Works, which was really awesome, and we're all appreciative of that, right? So everybody give a pat on the back to ArcSys for allowing us to do that in the first place. But this week we're back on our own 2 feet. Ukio, can you start off shouting off this match, my friend?
Yes, I sure can. It's Generic Soda and Noob Hat.
Yes, sir.
Got you. Did you see Damon and Baby?
Dog, I don't know. I don't know if we want to be talking about that right now.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna make Damon and Baby a command you can't say in the Discord. I mean, in the Twitch. It's gonna be a muted term. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, yeah. Sorry, my mind wandered. All right, everybody. For our first match here of tonight's Jeekly, we have Generic Soda and Noob Hat. Noob Hat, definitely one of the stronger beginner bracket players, or academy players, I should say, that I have definitely seen in my time playing in this game. And I think that they've graduated from an academy themselves. Very strong player, and we're happy to have them here. Generic Soda, I know I've seen them a few times in pools, but I don't know if I've seen them on stream myself. Going in here, actually getting a nice situation, trying to bait out over that tornado, and now Noob Hat's just starting that axle pressure that we all know.
Strong stuff here from Noob Hat, man. One of our Jeekly contestants, one of the graduates from the previous academy. Generic Soda playing here on this Anji, trying to get in. Definitely a cool matchup, and we do have some strong axles in the bracket tonight, including Noob Hat, so definitely going to be one you're going to want to skip to the VOD if you're learning this character. Same thing with the Anji, by the way, but I won't spoil who's coming up. Good RC right there from Soda to get that counter hit, closing out that round, but it was a close one to start us off.
Oh yeah, definitely a last kind of interaction situation, and now we got the lower buttons coming out. Ooh, tries to go for the little whirlwind to pull in Generic Soda, but it gets punished out. 2P ends up trading, and now we're just back on defense once again. Gets the slide underneath the 5P. What a read from Generic Soda.
Yeah, you got to be comfortable getting around those axle normals, man. If you're going to be getting bullied and boxed around from the mid screen, you're not going to be having a good time. So strong stuff there from Soda. Noob Hat able to zone you back. I like the empty Rensen right there. The second one, of course, got the follow-up into the command grab. Strong stuff, Noob Hat. Soda does have a lot of tension to play with, man, but you're going to have to spend it on the other side after that Axel Bomber wall break.
Oh, yeah. And also just got hit with the left-right JH mix-up. You know, goes to the same side, and you never end up... I always get hit by that kind of matchup, or by that kind of setup, and Generic Soda getting so close to the round here. Noob Hat having no resources except for 50 meter. Oh, the BRC is in reaction to the burst call out, and Noob Hat squeaks out that round to tie it up one apiece.
Dog, that one was so close, bro. Good stuff there from Noob Hat, confirming that kill. Strong stuff. Generic Soda got you knocked down here in the corner, but dude, that backdash in the corner, the call out meaties, is actually some very important defensive maneuvers that we kind of forget. We were taught that backdashing on wake up is bad, but if you know you're about to get meatied, if you were ready for the punish after like Noob Hat was, it's pretty good. Soda, however, still getting in with those spins, still trying to get somebody started with that 5D. Noob Hat pushing you back with the flex shield though.
I mean, this round's coming to the coming almost to a close right now. Gets a big, I think that was 6P into the Fujin and the low. What a great pickup from Generic Soda. So much awareness to be able to really close out that close of a round. Noob Hat, though, trying to use those defensive options like you were talking about, Jeek. Backdashing in the corner, trying to bait out those meaties, using that deflect shield to try to give themselves some space, showing that they understand that these defensive options are really important to use. Just Generic Soda having that offense to keep it going.
Strong stuff, man. Soda's going to get this first round, guys. I think I got my Matcherino back up. Check it out, $111 already in this prize pool. Big shout outs to, I'm keeping it a secret. I was told to keep it a secret. but some people went through and had a very generous contribution by buying a lot of the Jeekly shirts. So that padded the prize pool by quite a bit. Exclamation point shirt if you're interested over here in the Twitch chat, guys. We're also streaming over in the YouTube. So if you're having fun over there, I see y'all over there. Hope you guys are having fun watching from over there as well. But right now, Noob Hat is getting linked with that 5K into that bomber. YRC comes out. Soda gets a chance to get out of this corner.
I mean, not only just regular bombers, but those TK bombers to really keep it going. The spin catches that 6P, and now Generic Soda has a big wall bounce combo, but it ends up dropping. Noob Hat able to get themselves back on defense once again, start that pressure, big counter hit, uses the burst, and Noob Hat really wants this round.
It's a confident burst right there. PRC to keep yourself safe. Did not want to get whip punished right there, and Soda with the 2P. I don't know my axle buttons, so I don't know exactly what Noob Hat did that Gatling with to close it out, but what was in a perfect spacing to do so. Soda has got you soft knockdown over here, though. Noob Hat using that FD to just get some distance back, says, hey, I don't need it for any mix. I just need to push you away to get my buttons out here. Soda finally getting something started here.
I mean, and looking at it, it's kind of interesting to see how Noob Hat's using all of these defensive mechanics, like back throw in the corner, goes for another thread up throw, tries to go for a third. It's almost like we're playing Street Fighter right now, but we're having those red Roman cancel moments that only you can have in Strive. Goes for the rainwater, gets some plus frames, gets the pull in, but doesn't end up killing with that combo. And now Generic Soda is stuck in a constant vortex. The Roman cancel ends up coming out, and we're gonna get a big combo from Generic Soda here.
Dog, I think Noob Hat will burst here, by the way, if we need to. Gonna BRC back to just get some distance. Soda gonna spin through, but the fish from downtown. I think that was a 2H from Noob Hat that got hit right there. I had our hurt box extended. Strong stuff there from Soda. Burst in Noob Hat's favor, but it's evening up right now. Soda getting caught by this command grab, though. Noob Hat already has a very decent life lead to start off this last round.
I mean, life lead, resource lead is up in tension right now, and that's such a big factor in Guilty Gear, especially in Season 4. Generic Soda using that burst, able to get a big conversion off in the back throw. Noob Hat has done that once before in the set, exactly last round, in fact. Trading another back throw. Generic Soda knows what's up, trying to go for pressure, resetting with those needles, gets the overhead, tries to go for a back throw, but it gets clashed.
Getting that full screen presence. Noob Hat has full burst, 50 tension. Soda, however, able to use that Nagiha Red RC to get on top of you. Trying to bait that burst, but Noob Hat, so wise, held on to it. Not going to fall for that one. Also, getting the Red RC in the kill screen, I don't see that very often, but Noob Hat going to get this game too.
You know, Noob Hat is representing that back throw option in the corner so often. You know, it's one of the better options against Anji as a character. There's a lot of gaps. There can be a lot of weird strings and interactions, especially with the kind of pressure that the Generic Soda is going for. Trying to go for those spins, trying to run up into your face and reset that pressure. It really helps the Noob Hat's using that FD, using that deflect shield, and trying to get that space out so their normals can do work.
And we're working right now, dude. $112 in the prize pool. Yeah, you better be acting like this is your job out here, man. This ain't no video game. Noob Hat got Soda over here in the corner. Full HP so far, at least. But Soda going to get something started after this burst. He's got to dash block up a bit, and we're doing so.
Spinning through the tornado, spinning through another normal, but that low gets blocked and called out. Noob Hat getting a big bomber to carry to the corner. One thing we haven't seen yet from Generic Soda, besides that super that came from the wall break situations, we haven't seen parry. What a great dash cancel into that Fujin. We do get the super now, though. Make me mark my words, why don't you?
And hard knockdown, too. Gonna catch your backdash, yeah. That Nagia from downtown can catch people getting too comfortable with that backdash. Noob Hat, of course, just wants that distance because we've been playing so well with it. Gonna hold that fish after that PRC, but the overhead closes out this round. Strong stuff there from Soda.
I mean, such strong stuff from Soda. Like, to be able to be aware and react to all these options that Noob Hat is throwing out. The spin is really doing a lot. Little bit of that dash up, IB. Gotta love to see it. Gets the Fujin into the overhead and a back throw from Noob Hat.
Man, Noob Hat also getting that wall slide off that 2K. Good link. Soda's got 50 tension here. I think we're doing a really good job of getting in. You know, when I'm playing against Axel, bro, I'm getting boxed full screen. I'm IEDing straight into every 5P, but Noob Hat doing a good job of making these approaches tricky. Of course, I mean, Soda, that is, of course. Noob was able to close out that round. Soda doing a good job with the spin. Good timings with those IEDs, and now we got this Axel in the corner, but good deflect shield to push us back.
Oh, but a big burst there, not wanting to let Noobhat get anything started. You know, the amount of time that Noobhat is spent inside the corner during this set, you would think that this set wouldn't be that close. But whenever Generic Soda's running up, getting those forward throws, a big YRC coming out, the backdash Rainwater gonna be able to punish Generic Soda for literally anything. They're trying to parry! Has 50 meter, but is not gonna need it. The wall break is going to end up killing Generic Soda. Is gonna squeak out a pretty close game, putting them up 2-1.
Man, they must have that stream unmuted. I think weren't you just saying that we haven't seen much of that parry? But here we go. Looks like we're gonna do it right there. Spinning through, getting it right there on that 2H.
Spinning through the tornado into parry. Oh, that's so funny. I mean, with how Generic Soda has been adapting so far, you can really tell that Noobhat is kind of on their heels right now. Not really able to get those throws in the corner, not really able to set up much. And it's like you were saying earlier, Generic Soda is doing such a good job at staying crafty with those approaches that it really makes Noobhat have to work for any advantage they get in neutral at all.
Pina back. Oh, whiffing on that 6P, no punish from Soda. Gonna be able to, oh man, no way, that JH did not connect. The B or C slowdown confirmed the situation. Soda is able to keep this pressure up. Noob does have some tension to play with. We may see a reversal super, possibly just a YRC trying to get out of this corner. Maybe we're gonna use it for a red RC confirm if we can get a hit. Soda building up this tension. Now we're back to full screen. Is where Noob wants to be, able to get that one vision off the command grab, but Soda was ready with the burst.
I mean, a way to use burst here, really wants to secure this set right now and puts themselves on set point. Maybe that burst was worth it.
The burst was worth. Gonna get this overhead to start off the round. Unfortunate counter hit right there for Noob. Soda playing very confident, very strong, ready to try to close out this set with this hard knockdown super.
Hard knockdown off of this, and Generic Soda's been making the most of it with things like safe jumps. Goes in for that JS safe jump right there, and now Noobhat is trying to set up a tornado, but flashes of the pass. Generic Soda's able to spin through it. Back throw, we're seeing flashes of game 2, and now it's that big bomber, sets up for a safe jump, uses that orange wild assault to continue the pressure. Rainwater, you're +3, and now Generic Soda has to spin in, but the counter hit comes out. Another counter hit trade, dash cancel, but can't pick up the combo.
I like that the flex shield to try to push back Soda, and Soda doing a really good job of air stalling with that JD, by the way, to get around those Axel normals full screen, but Soda was still able to get in, able to close out this lead. Strong stuff from both players, but Soda's gonna be moving on.
I mean, very strong stuff from both players indeed. Noobhat showing that they have a really strong understanding of these defensive mechanics. You know, Axel's defense is definitely not a big plus side of that character, but being able to use those system mechanics, YRC, deflect shield, back throw, even mashing out in some cases, really did make for a strong fight. I should probably go play my
Yeah, got to give another shout out to Noob, man. I feel like I put my man on stream every week. So Noob, if that's annoying to you, homie, to send me a DM. I apologize if so. I love putting you up here, man. I love putting you up here. But next is going to be Danny Steele and on Dreadlawn. I'll shout this one out.
Yep.
Oh, we don't let them intros rock, too. Danny said I'm getting my money's worth.
Hey, Biken might have... I think it's Eno that has the longest intro in the game. Biken may have a pretty decently long intro, but man, is it cool. Like, bro, I love Biken. This character is so cool. Got me giddy like a kid.
That is the Ramlethal skin, by the way. All right, guys, Danny Steele on Dreadlawn. Let's see what we got here on Dreadlawn. Previous Academy graduate. Danny, I'm sorry if I'm getting this messed up, homie. I think I just saw them enter one of their first Jeeklys just recently. I think they were on stream last week. I think I remember this color 10 bike. And on Dreadlawn, starting strong off on this round, though, Ukio.
I mean, hard wall or hard knockdown after that wall break. You know, I get the pleasure of playing versus Andredlon a lot in brackets because we both make it pretty far, and you're seeing what makes it to where they can make it so far. Being able to punish Danny Steele for trying to get out of that situation gets a perfect, but that forward advancing low, such a strong tool for Biken. A back throw from Andredlon, tries to go for another setup on the throw, but the cross up ends up happening, and now we're just trading throws back and forth.
Yeah, hey man, whatever does damage. Strong stuff. Oh, okay, that was an interesting one right there. That PRC Ozanson, but Andredlon's going to get the pickup. Going to keep you in the corner with that 8 sword, but yeah, it wasn't a meaty one, right? So we were able to jump out and get this red RC after unfortunately misaligned that close slash on Andredlon. Not going to get out of this though. The time he's going to close out that round. 2 quick rounds back to back, dog.
I mean, very close. It's going to happen whenever you have characters this volatile, players this strong. They just understand how their offense works. They understand what they want to achieve out of their mix, and Danny Steele is currently looping those AH Kabaris, and Andredlon finding a way out, getting a punish with Daro, and that explosion hit what? Gonna push to the wall, get the corner steal, and Andredlon is mixing me, and I'm not even the one playing against them.
Damn, strong stuff, dude. Gonna get this back throw though on Andredlon. Gonna go into that red RC after. Man, look at these routes. I know Ramathal season 4 gets some flack. I know there's maybe some vocal Ramathal mains on Twitter, but I love those routes, man. Those S sword routes, they look so sick. Andredlon's so strong to get them off. But as I'm saying that, man, Danny's got this rope on you, going to get bursted back, jumping over that H sword, but the gun, unfortunate angle, still gets the JS after, stealing that round. Strong stuff from Danny.
I wonder if Andredlon thought they were going to get hit by that and kind of was just like, you know what, I'm going to reset my mental, get ready for the next game. And it just didn't end up happening. The burst coming out, and then like that had to have been what it is, because it looked like they stopped moving.
Well, I mean, it could have just been as simple as Andredlon thought that Danny was going to recover the whole time falling out of the air. Which,
yeah.
You know, it can be surprising that, you know, Biking can whiff that gun and still JS your ass on the way down. But that's what Danny did, man. So take your notes. You know, there's an opportunity to learn something every game, and that's what we learned about that match right there. Going to be able to get back thrown. That Yozanson was a little too high. Andredlon rewarded for blocking that cross up.
I mean, Danny's still trying to go for that parry there, but it's just not working. The S sword gets thrown, and now we're going into the wall. The Mortabato reaches so high, and now you got a hard knockdown, 100 burst on your side mix that's going to end up cleaning up the round. You know, this is kind of seeing shades like we saw in that first game, a really close and fast round, or really fast and almost distant round for Andredlon, and then Danny Steele fighting right back, getting the first hit of this round.
Going to get that H-sword pop. I have to watch the VOD back to even catch what just happened, but I won't linger any longer. Good parry, good throw tech, and a great 6P. Dude, these players are doing some strong stuff so quickly. It's hard to keep up. 6P to keep you back. Falling into that H-sword. 5D is the mix. Danny going to be sent through this wall, I believe, but we will have burst on the other side.
Crowding from Andredlon. Willing to be, like, aware enough to make sure they get that final hit before that burst builds, and able to secure the round even with Danny Steele having that burst on the board. Trading games back and forth right now, but Andredlon seemed to have more of a command over that game, teching throws, really not letting them get out of the corner and get into that range where Biken really wants to be.
Yeah, Andredlon, you know what the kids say, locked in. Is that what they say? Hello, fellow kids.
Oh yeah. Jeek gets it.
There you go. I got a glossary over here. Whenever I want to say something that you know, whenever I want to speak y'all's language, I just pull up in my little journal over here. I put on my reading glasses, and here we go. Game 3.
Yeah, Danny Steele able to get the first hits round, starting to get some pressure, and now both throws end up missing, but it would have been a tech regardless. Andredlon going for that burst bait, and you know, Andredlon, bro, I love seeing Andredlon play. They're such a strong player. Goes for that JH, ends up catching them out the air, but Danny Steele ends up getting the YRC, but Andredlon has no swords.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Steele was close enough to get that sword special though, that air special rather. Danny got that tether applied. Couldn't get that throw on Andredlon. Unfortunately, couldn't get that S sword either though. We're a lot of spaghetti on the floor right now, Ukio, but this 6P red RC is going to give Andredlon some Oki, I believe. Going to get that run-up block. Danny confident about that wake-up reversal, but Andredlon going to block it out, close out this round.
Oh yeah, and it's just one of those things. Sometimes spaghetti is just, it's gonna happen. Like in this fighting game that's as aggressive and as fast as Guilty Gear, you gotta be able to adapt to those situations. And now, and Dreadlon gets a big up. The parry comes out from Danny Steele, and now it's their turn to start some mix. Get that Escabari run up throw, and now you get a free combo with that 2K going in for the Tommy mat, and they also have 50 meter to make the most out of this.
Oh my god, dude. Dreadlon does get their burst here, but damn, I don't know if we're gonna see it this round. Has a lot of meter to play with. You saw with that PRC. Danny gonna get crossed up here, but an amazing burst bait there from Dreadlon. Gonna keep this one going. No way that 5D connected, bro. That was full screen.
Oh, what a jump grab, and Dreadlon is cerebral right now. Gets the JP into the crosshatches of doom, has the S sword throw and takes the round, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat and not even need to use burst.
Man,
what are you feeding these boys out here, G? God dang.
Oh, I'm not feeding them nothing, man. This is their hard work, bro. I'm not feeding them nothing. This is all them. Dreadlon, of course, graduated from Jeekly Academy, but they just showed up. That's hey, I'm not taking no credit for how awesome they're playing. Strong stuff. Real quick, want to shout some follows. Wise Wungo, JTR Black, Leaps, Leaf, and Thornless Guy. Thornless Guy, of course, Danny fan in the chat, a Danny Steele fan. So if you're a fan of Danny Steele, let me hear you. Dreadlon getting something started here. Danny's going to spend that burst. Great anti-area from Dreadlon.
Going in for that JP, and we're starting to see some very distinct and unique mix from Dreadlon, and what a pickup. Able to break with the Mortabato, and now they're going to be chasing for that safe jump setup.
Oh my god. I have literally never seen that before. Unfortunately, we're going out this round. But, dog, none of y'all blocked that shit. What was that, dude?
I got hit. Jesus.
Oh my god, dude. That was fucked up, man. I've literally never seen that before, but...
Oh my god.
Anyways, here we go. Next round. Dreadlon going to get that burst away. Yo, Danny, do that again, dude. Oh my god.
That was insane. And Dreadlon able to chase with that S sword, gets that guard crush, and doesn't get a hard knockdown. Danny Steele is in the lead here with those resources, with that burst, has the tatami mat to go for that very, very hard to deal with mix. The JH ends up happening, the parry comes out, but Dreadlon doesn't end up punishing, goes for a run-up throw, has the PRC to make it safe, and does get the throw in the end. Danny Steele showing some amazing mix, some very messed up setups, but Dreadlon finding a way to go forward in this bracket.
Man, strong stuff from both players. Strong stuff. Glad to see Danny play again, right? I'm pretty sure we saw Danny last week as well. So strong stuff there from Danny. Awesome stuff on that bike, and my friend. Dreadlon's gonna be the one taking it today. Savage Verb, thank you for that follow. I'm gonna reward you by hitting you with an ad immediately. Sorry about that. Gonna hit you with an ad immediately on that one. Sorry about that.
Follow ad.
sorry, Verb. Haha, all good. I do appreciate everybody's support. Thank you. Sorry, but thank you for support. Yeah, to be clear, guys, he likes ads as many as you like. Guys, not gonna lie, I haven't ran ads on the channel in a while, and that has been because of I don't know, just haven't. I'm not gonna make excuses. I just haven't for a couple months. They're really helpful when I do. So I'm going to try to get back into that cadence. And shouts to the YouTube, by the way, guys. You're having fun over there. Hope you're having fun over there on the YouTube restream. Hope we're going to keep that as a constant thing going forward. Also got a little lazy on that one. I'm going to give it a buck. Ukyo, how we feeling, man?
I'm going to be real. I'm still taken back by that Danny Steele mix. That was insane.
Yeah,
like, bro. But yeah, I'm having a fun time so far. It's always great to get to see some Guilty Gear, yeah, that's the name of this game. Guilty Gear at the Jeekly. I love playing in it, I love watching it, and I also especially love commentating it.
Yeah, man. I love having you, Ukyo, man. Shouts to J-Red FGC for that follow. Appreciate you. Haven't had Ukyo here in a minute, but we finally got my man. I finally got him locked in and chained down. Yo, Vodcat, thank you for the follow as well, man. Y'all pouring in all these follows. Hey guys, if I can please shill, exclamation point YouTube. if you didn't mind dropping a sub over there, I'd really appreciate it. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. The subs help, and we're so close, dude. We're less than 10% of the way there, or we're more than 90% of the way there to get that monetization. So guys, if you can drop a sub, if you have an exclamation point YouTube, would appreciate it. You get this next one, my friend.
Yeah, I can get you. All right. Coming up here on to this next match, we have Macbin, such a strong player, acclaimed, known for that on G, constantly making top 8s in big brackets. But we then also have, is that External Esteemed Ruffian? Oh, that's a great name. Coming in here onto the stream with that Johnny, goes for that TK Misfinder. And now we got that patent pending Johnny mix, goes for that big combo conversion. Macbin's able to spin through, and now just absolutely pushing that advantage. And Esteemed Ruffian, God, I'm gonna keep saying that name, it's so good, going to go ahead and reversal out of it.
Strong stuff. Yeah, no, Bow Glorp Esteemed Ruffian is the whole name. Put some respect on that one. But Macman said, I don't give a fuck what your name is, I'm gonna try to win this round regardless, with an awesome whiff punish on that what is that, the 6S strong stuff there from Macman's.
Oh no, he got glorped.
He got glorped, man. Shouts to Nervous Glorp. Guys, I should have 7 TV enabled. I should have some glorp emotes. You gotta hit me with some glorp emotes over here on the Twitch. Anyways, Macman's coing you over to this corner. Gonna get this wall break with the 5D. Gonna keep that tension for the mix.
Make sure they're able to have every single option at their... You know, every character in this game can use meters so well, and Esteemed Ruffians showing that, going in, getting the punish on that jump. Misfinders after misfinders. It's only coming more and more like the Johnny show.
Gonna force coming out back. We're trying to get it started over here, Ukyo, but we got that wrist crank. Macman's still very confident playing around that, however. Going to use these overheads. Dude, Ruffian with some really good defense to block out most of that, but we're still getting pushed to this corner, man. It's gear. This violence is crazy.
They don't call him guilty for nothing. Assault your friends guilt-free, goes in for spin, gets the tap dust, and Macman's showing that your favorite player can't even block that tap dust. Going up 1-0 in this set over Esteemed Ruffian. Glorp Esteemed Ruffian, my fault.
Yeah, put some respect on that name. Put some respect on that. Now you don't have to say it every time. I'm just trolling, but I'm just trolling.
It's so funny.
It is awesome. Yeah. It is awesome.
I love
Give me
the
the 5D
name. It's
mix.
so good.
Dude, I mean, let's give it a buck, man. Ruffian was playing really strong in both those rounds. I mean, we're taking Macman's down to like last combo situations. Like, you know, that's there's a chance that Ruffian's going to get some games, if not this set. I'm gonna keep it real. Macman's seated pretty high, favorite to get pretty far in this tournament. Ruffian gonna prove themselves here though, and already has been in these previous in this previous game.
I mean, going ahead and using that burst there, really believes in himself to be able to take this. 6H ends up coming out from Mac. Tries to go for the dash cancel to follow up. And reversal super coming from Ruffian. Gonna get themselves in a great position here. Being able to follow up on. Gets the sword cut. And I think you're on to something, Jeek. They're looking really good right now.
Strong stuff. Can use that PRC, the 2P back after that 2S. A lot of lows coming out. Ruffian going to get picked up after that Nagia, though. You're in the corner. We got this tension. Overhead's going to connect. The PRC is not going to keep yourself safe. Ruffian's got you in this corner trying to get this misfinder established, but Macman's doing a really good job of holding up. Ruffian has to throw you.
Big parry ends up coming out. Ruffian trying to get their best to hit. Trickier, goes for the cut, almost gets the sword, almost gets the card deal from full screen, but Macbin's able to stay calm, able to stay collected and take that round. So close right now.
Zoning you back, but a very confident run up 6P right there. Gonna use that wild assault to turn into a wall break as well. Ruffian does have this burst on the other side. Of course, Johnny's love using it for those counter hit confirms as well. Hopefully we'll be able to use it for that, but if we got to use it defensively like right here, then it's just as good. Going to keep you back. Got that card ready. Counter hit finder into the super. Great confirm there from Ruffian.
Oh, the parry, 30 frames of active hitbox, and now Macbins is in the driver's seat for this game. jump over on the needles, and look at this conversion ability from Ruffian. Gets the IAD jumping on that, I believe JS is what that is, and able to close out the game. Ruffian is making some great reads, going and jumping out of the corner, trying to jump over needle pressure resets, but Macmins, they're just doing such a great job at adapting.
Man, Macman's definitely not someone you want to be playing in a long set with, and shouts to that team, not top tiers over in the Jeek League, which Macman's is one of the strongest players of that team and the strongest team. Macman's, they always throw him in the first of fives, always able to make those adaptations, even if he gets rolled a bit in those early games. I mean, it's gear, man, it can be violent. He's still able to make those adaptations and bring it back at the end, but right now, I mean, already up 2 games. It's going to be a mountain to climb. I think Ruffian has what it takes. We've seen some pretty strong rounds here. We just got to close it out.
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially with them getting close slash or far slash counter hits like that. Look at that conversion, keeping them in the air as long as possible. Macman's spinning that burst, running up with the 2-piece. Such a great button from Anji. So long catches the startup of a move from Fujin, and now Ruffian is in a great spot, but the back throw from Macmins helps fix the situation. And a combo off the butterfly? I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, dude, those combos. I mean, if there's something you haven't seen on Anji, Macmins is going to be the one executing it, bro. Try to get that JD after, but a little too high. Ruffian was able to get that wall tech and able to get that red RC finder, that fast RC finder. Ruffian with a really strong round to close it out after that wall tech, taking advantage of the situation.
And this may be the start of a big comeback here for Ruffian. They've been doing so well so far, and definitely not out of this yet. Able to jump out of the corner, and Macmins doesn't really have that many resources. The TK Misfinder has its spot, gets another TK Misfinder, and able to get the wall stick as burst builds.
And that was a purple combo right there too. Macman's going to link you to the wall, jail you back with that projectile, BRC to get out and get that JK after the slowdown. Macman's answered back with that burst. Man, it's looking pretty dire for this Anji, but that 6P is a good way to start. Ruffian feels like they have to burst to try to keep this game in their advantage.
Had the kill there, but just doing not enough damage. Goes for the, I think that was JD wanting to go for an air grab, but getting the JK to come out first. Macmins is pushing into the corner, 50 meter on the side of Ruffian. The 6P comes out, stuffs the BRC attempt to get out of the corner, and Macmins really keeps himself off of death. So close to Ruffian getting a game on the board here. Definitely not out of it yet, though.
Strong stuff, man. We're going to get your code back down, or rather overheaded back down. Good job getting out of these corners, man. Ruffian does not want to be locked in the corner with this Anji Mito, especially not Macmans. Going to get down low here. Macmans with some really good reactions on those blocks, and it's paying off because now we're putting Ruffian here in this mid screen.
You know, Ruffian is not afraid to jump out of these pressure situations. It's putting in so much work for them right now. The 6H ends up coming out, cancels it, and look at how stalwart this defense is from Macmins. Gets hit by the Misfinder, burst as soon as it's available. You know they were mashing that burst button on their control. Going for more stagger pressure and makes the low, ends up getting blocked. You only have so much meter. Goes for the PRC back, and it ends up whiffing on that JD. And now we're back in neutral once again. That spaghetti that we saw on the Dreadlon set, it's coming back right now.
Man, it's called Olive Garden out here, man. But some good defense here from Macmans. Look, man, we're just holding down back, but finally gets the counter hit. Finally gets that low finer. Ruffian getting a game here on the board, and a strong one to boot.
Such a strong performance, and with all that defense that Macman is absolutely holding down, Ruffian having to reach deep into their bag, get that low misfinder, get that counter hit, and essentially punish Macmans for doing anything. Their offense is so airtight and so well, I guess it shouldn't be airtight, so extremely strong and oppressive that even Macman's airtight defense can't block it all.
Gonna get that counter hit to start us off. Macmans wants to burst it back. Doesn't want to give that Johnny any advantage. A lot of trades coming out here. Ruffian gets that pickup, Ukio, but Macman's trying to stay on top of you with these overheads, weaving those in, getting those hits. Ruffian wants to burst you back.
I think that's just maybe some matchup knowledge on the side of Ruffian, going for that low blocking more than that overhead, knowing that the worst thing that can happen from Anji is resetting you into another overhead off of that overhead. They can't combo off of it, even with a Roman cancel. So Esteem Ruffian holding down back right now, has 50 meter on their side. 100 uses it, goes for the overhead fuzzy situation with the misfinders, but Macman's able to catch it, and what a throw from Ruffian, calling out that overhead, gets the side switch, and this mix is coming out in spades right now.
Strong stuff, man. Ruffian gonna get called out in that misfinder stance, though. Macman's gonna spend this red RC. Dude, that was dealing no damage for a second there, finally able to close it out. Bro, look back on the VOD. Some of those hits were like literally healing Ruffian. Of course, we were able to close it out. We're still here on this set point. Ruffian has that burst. Dude, that misfinder angle was perfect, by the way. Able to keep Macman's here in this corner.
And it just, not only does this show how strong of a character Johnny is, but also how strong of a player Ruffian is, going and getting that bait from the grab, has the misfinder cancel in the air, goes for the TK, ends up PRCing it. This mix is so incredibly layered and diverse. Ruffian has such a health lead, the counter hit comes out, and now getting more mix for Ruffian. These TK misfinders mixed with those cards, it's very dangerous right now if you're Macman's.
Macman's does have that burst, though. I don't know if we'll see that hero burst. Probably not going to need it the way it's looking right now, man. We're going to take Ruffian to this other side. Ruffian doing such a good job of getting out of that corner, though, man. Does never getting boxed in that corner by Macman's. Able to even up the round. Still set point for this Anji. And we do have that burst. Oh, my God. Pulling up, trying to get a really confident throw in the round start. Macman's ready for that tech and now has you through the wall.
Oh, what an extremely heads-up play to get them in that situation, to be able to even get that wall break in the first place, recognizing that counter hit. And now Ruffian has you in the corner, the spin through the 6H, and now we're just pushing him to the corner with the run and the Roman cancel, making it all come out. The pop comes into contact with the bird, making it into an eagle. The low ends up coming out, and now so much meter, so much burst. Ruffian is in such a tough spot.
And that 5D counter hit isn't going to spell any signs of a comeback. Macman's going to secure this game with that super. Strong stuff from Ruffian. Macman's, however, going to keep moving on this winner side.
Yep. Macman's such a strong player in general, and Ruffian put up an insanely good fight. There's only so much you can do whenever you have a player like Macman's blocking everything you throw at them and then returning it in spades, just doing even more and more offense than you can even hope to block. I do expect him to get far into this bracket. I'm very happy that we got to see that's hype.
Strong stuff. Ukyo, real quick, while we're between matches, do you have a headset mic with like an arm?
I do not. The only mic I have is this one.
Is it so it's a stand mic? What kind of mic is it?
It's a stand mic. It's a Blue Yeti.
I think all you gotta do is just push it away a little bit, because what's happening is that when you get excited, Discord will cut you out. I don't think it's the mic. I think it's Discord is suppressing you when you get excited. It's not just like it's not like all the time or anything. But when shit happens, which it's been happening, that's when you cut out. But it was a lot better. When you see my DMs, it was a lot better after.
I got you. I didn't know that it had been cutting out. My fault.
No, you're good. You're good. We're fixing. It wasn't that bad, but we're fixing it on the spot, and that's what we do here at the Jeekly. We break the fourth wall. So we're not.
So I pushed it back, so we should be okay. Let me know if it keeps happening. I'll something else.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. No worries. And Chad, if there's anything, just let me know. But coming up next, guys, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a Nago mirror. It's going to be Test Your Luck versus Dark Lord. Dark Lord's a Nago, right? Maybe a Soul.
I have no idea. It's like, we're definitely going to see here in a second. I'm excited because if you're making it to the spot to where you're able to play versus Test Your Luck, you got to be doing something right. Mm-hmm. You got to be doing something good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dark Lord's going to be moving on, or rather playing up against Test Your Luck once they're both in here, that is. And shout out to Scary. What's going on, Scary? That was a million damage. Talking about that one Anji combo. And Timberly Twitch TV, thank you for that follow as well, homie, my friend. Guys, we're moving through this bracket. We're having a good time over here. I mean, that's all I got to say, man. It's been cool so far. Soul player. Okay. I saved it
okay.
though. I don't know why I thought they were a Nago. Dark Lord, you got a Nago? Anyways.
Nago's so strong it transcends time.
Didn't he play Zol versus the Zato? Damn, you know what? Did I comment? Was I? Anyways, we're good to go. We're good to go. Who did the last one?
I think you did.
Okay, you got this one then.
Yeah, I got you.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1.
All right, next match here coming up. We have Tester Luck and Dark Lord. Both these players making it pretty decently far in the bracket so far. Wanting to play in for a chance to play Red Eye in that top 24 qualifier. Dark Lord here getting in with some more pressure and getting that burst out of Tester Luck. A big 6H ends up coming out, and now we're pushing to the corner. Look at that conversion, Jeek.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage right there. Of course, Tester Luck was at that 2 blood, that blood range that decreases our defense quite a bit. Unfortunate drop though. We were able to bait the burst, and we probably did intend for that blood pop to actually connect, but I think it was an OTG Ukio, so Dark Lord was able to take that round. But dude, Tester Luck with no slowdown, taking it to this next round, still being aggressive, still being really high on that blood, and using that JK link after as well. That was a pretty cool string right there from a Nago.
Just look at the way these players are playing neutral. What a big deal. And you have so much blood on the side of Tester Luck, trying to get those far slashes out there to try and recruit that string, but Dark Lord able to make the most of it. Got a big whiff punish, and you're going through the wall. This is going to be a really good situation if you're knocked down versus a high blood Nago. They're taking so much damage.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Gonna get a hit right here. Going to that 6S into the Fafnir. We got you beat up. Dark Lord able to take this first game pretty solidly, but dude, I wish I had a replay of that first round. Just wanted to see that situation again. Of course, if you're watching the VOD over the exclamation point YouTube, you're able to see it again. Actually, I think the people watching the YouTube stream can just go back if you really wanted to. So shouts to the YouTube watchers. Appreciate y'all over there. I didn't forget about you, y'all. I love y'all. If you're over there, I love you. Anyways, game 2.
You know, that conversion at the end of that round from Dark Lord was actually pretty interesting. Getting that counter hit far slash must have been such an awkward hit to get, knowing that they can go into that bandit revolver and continue the combo from there. Such smart routing on them, already getting the burst out of Tester Luck. But now Tester Luck able to run that patent pending gameplay that they're known for. Such an aggressive Nago, but it gets you stuck in situations like these where your back is to the corner and you're having to fight out with those normals.
Oh, trying to get a confident throw right there, but Dark Lord holding up at the perfect time, using that whiff revolver to get Oki after, by the way. I love Souls using those moves so creatively. Tester Luck gonna jail you back. PRC to keep yourself safe. Oh my god, the DP clash on the 2H, but Tester Luck gets that follow-up. Dark Lord with the hero burst, possibly. Depending on if we win the round, the air stall comes out. Tester Luck takes it with that 5K.
Tester Luck, such a solid player. You're gonna have to do more than just trying to run at them to be able to get in on their Nago, and now they're getting that pressure started, going with those Fukios forward, but now that blood building so much, gets the back throw, the JH jump in for that little bit of a safe jump, but the 6H starts the combo going into the corner, and Tester Luck, slippery Nago.
We're slipping and sliding, bro. I mean, have you seen that Fukio, man? That's a pretty slidey move, but Dark Lord. Joe, Dark Lord is not a knower. We weren't knowing. We weren't watching that blood. We tried to get that confident command grab. We weren't a knower there, Ukio, and it pays off for Tester Luck.
I mean, was maybe trying to get in and start that damage and start all that pressure after that DP. And, you know, maybe he just didn't catch the blood being so high at the moment, so tunnel visioned. It finally getting to get Tester Luck, making the most out of the situation.
Strong stuff, man. Tester Luck shaking off that first game. Saying it ain't nothing but a thing. Trying to get that. Oh my god, what an awesome whiff punish far slash there from Dark Lord on that 5K. Walk back far slash, pretty strong round start option depending on what your character is. Tester Luck trying to zone you back with that 2S, and then on the 6P, ready for it, but that 2H a little too overzealous. Dark Lord able to get in. Tester Luck had to spend that burst.
Such a resource heavy game right now for Test Your Luck. Blood matters a lot, getting multiple blood pops, some in their favor, some not in their favor, like we saw in that first game. But now these Fafnir loops are going to be able to get you in a good situation. So much damage falling off of Nago. Look at all red.
The red is high, both on the blood meter and on the damage we're dealing. Test Your Luck, however, a little low here. Those far slashes whiffing. Dark Lord finally gets the punish. Going to close out with that Fafnir right here. Dark Lord getting caught by that full screen overhead. Jesus, a little too plus. Test Your Luck wasn't able to get that bite.
The bite just not coming out here, and that's not what you want to see for Test Your Luck. Going for the DP, gets the bite this time. Now you have unparalleled offense at your fingertips. Goes for the 5K, it doesn't connect. Dark Lord electing to spin the burst, and now we're back at neutral, and big 2H goes in for the 6H and closes out the rounds, getting literally 2-tapped by.
Strong stuff here, man. FT blocks coming out from Dark Lord, gonna push you back. I like that. Oh man, dude, that bringer was interesting. I don't even know what side we had to block that on, but Test Your Luck managed to do so. PRC on that delay close left. Delay PRC into the close left, rather trying to look for a button. Dark Lord push back after that 2H. And we're trying to get in here, man. Going to catch you with that 2P after. The 2Ps on these big bodies, some pretty strong buttons, and the overhead into that Beyblade is going to close out this game 3. Test Your Luck sitting pretty with this 2-1.
Your Luck is in such a good spot right now. Dark Lord is making it hard, bringing it to a last round situation in that game, but Test Your Luck just so aware, able to toe that line between having too much blood, but still having enough to play with to kind of Dark Lord, especially with the way they're using these normals. These H normals are so good for them right now.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, I love, man, dude, Dark Lord is so good with these run-up far slashes and with punish far slashes. Our round starts have been really strong, but that DP going to get called out. You can't be right always. Test Your Luck going to show you what it means to get your DP blocked by somebody ready with this 50 tension. Strong stuff, hard knockdown, but Dark Lord will have some bursts on the other side.
Not to mention the 50 tension they have on their side. Just because you got the hard knockdown doesn't mean you're out of it yet. Trying to go in for another opportunity. The Beyblade ends up hitting Dark Lord with a little bit of a hero burst there. Maybe believing that they could make a comeback if Test Your Luck had high enough blood, but the only thing they have right now is a high life count going on set point.
Ooh, catching that up with the close slash. Yeah, once you get scared about those bites, which Test Your Luck, you know, rightfully earned that respect, those close slashes become a lot more stronger. Great tech right here. Try to get, what was that? It was either a 2H or a 2S, but Dark Lord was ready with the run up and is going to send you through with this Tyrant Rave, excuse me. Oh my God. Can you tell it's been a minute, Ukyo, since I've seen a soul on the screen?
It's also been a while since I've had to commentate Soul 2, but now Test Your Luck, maybe trying to put an end to this set right now. Goes for that big jump in, gets the DP, and now able to get the kill. Dark Lord put up such a good fight. So many close games, so many close rounds, but Test Your Luck just coming out on the winning side, going up 3-1.
Strong stuff. Ukyo, do me a favor, homie. Go to your Discord and go down to your user settings. And then go down to voice and video. Yeah, we're gonna fix it though. I got ways to fix it.
Yep.
Okay. Now for your input sensitivity, is that checked as automatic?
Yes.
Okay, uncheck that.
Yep.
Also voice processing, see echo cancellation, uncheck that. Do you have that one?
Voice processing, echo cancellation, check that off, right?
Yeah, turn that one off.
Yep.
Okay. And then now your input sensitivity, when you talk, like just test it real quick, just talk and then see where you land. Yeah. And then manually adjust it.
Right now it's at about 60 dBs, but it's going way above that. So should I just put it up to where the dark green line ends up hitting?
Honestly, you should be good with that. In fact, recheck that. I think the echo cancellation, turning that off, should help us.
Okay. I don't know why it's so bad. I'm sorry that it's so bad.
No, it's good. It's not that bad. We have time to fix it, so I'm trying to fix it, is all.
Yeah. It was also pretty bad during the gala too, so I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it's just Discord being annoying.
Yeah, okay, keep scrolling down. Do you see automatic gain control when you scroll down?
Give me a second to get back in my settings.
Yeah.
Voice and video. When I
actually don't worry about it, and we'll change it one thing at a time.
Got you. All right,
Yeah.
we'll just see if this helps first.
Exactly. Yeah. That's science, homie. You do one change at a time.
Yeah. Process of elimination type shit. I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Okay, guys, we got some cool players coming up next. Some Jeekly extraordinaires. It's going to be Lucian up against Scissors. And in fact, while we're waiting for them to come on, I can probably get their characters up. I don't know who Lucian's going to play. I'm going to keep it a million with you. Lucian plays quite a few characters nowadays. Of course, Scissors, you're going to see them on that Anji. Let me get this up for you real quick. And check it out. We got Scissors and Lucian. They're going to be moving on through here. That says banned, but that's CEO. 17th at CEO, dog. Lucian
that's
playing
crazy.
Really strong in the offline. Pretty solid stuff. Both these players have some pretty good placings, though.
5th at the Jeekly. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Hey, that's like a super major or something. Is that what the kids say?
It's like it's like thumbing through the thesaurus of kid knowledge.
Now I was showing Sin for Lucian, but we are starting off on that HC. I'll start this one off.
Okay.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflect, Duel 1.
Here we go, y'all. Still moving on through this bracket. Very strong players coming up right now. It's going to be Scissors up against Lucian, both playing very strong in Jeekly's prior and also in that Jeek League. Lucian, of course, on that team, not top tiers, trying to move through. Scissors going to see if they can't deal some damage here to this HC, but going to have to burst out of this corner. We got that curse applied. Ukio, what are you thinking about this one so far?
Now, the trade of resources is definitely in Lucian's favor. Still has all that burst. They're tied up in tension right now, but no bullets for Lucian. Scissors in pushing into the corner just has so much advantage on their side right now. Forcing Happy Chaos to block puts you in such a great situation.
Counter hitting on that close slash. I think that B or C made things a little tricky. Wanted to get our turn back. Lucian going to get all that focus back. Strong stuff going to send you through, but it's only a soft knockdown, so Scissors was still able to play that round start with the BRC. Great defense here from Lucian to try to keep this Anji back. We still got more tension to get things started, and dude, that was a crazy PRC overhead right there. Lucian able to block it out, still able to try to get back with these back dashes, but you can't stay away forever. Anji going to chase you down, get that 2P. First round goes to Scissors.
Of Anji health is really coming in for Scissors right now. They used burst at the beginning of that round, but look at how much burst they have right now. Getting the big combo follow-up off of that butterfly, turning into an eagle, but Lucian able to get curse out, able to loop those resources, run up 2P. We're seeing Sage of generic soda right now.
Oh man, dude, Anji links in the corner with these wall bounce combos always look so cool. Scissors showing you one just there a second ago. But Lucian going to get out with this 2S. Dead framing right there as well to get that cross up overhead to turn to a counter hit. Scissors going to be hard knockdown on this other side.
Able to get the hard knockdown. Lucian is such in a great spot right now, but look at all the resources for Scissors. Full burst, 100 tension, able to burst out. Lucian able to read it, gonna be able to push into the corner, and while Happy Chaos isn't known for doing damage, gonna be able to close out that round.
Definitely known for getting in that infinite loop, though, getting that positive bonus, getting those hard knockdowns. And when Lucian gets those good counter hits, you're going to see that red. In fact, we got that curse applied right now. Took away almost half your HP. Scissors does have this tension here on the other side, building up that burst as well. Out of focus here for Lucian, so able to capitalize strong stuff here from Scissors.
Scissors reading that situation like a hawk, going in and getting that back throw and forcing that pressure, knowing that Lucin can't really do anything about it. Able to get the gunshot going, making Lucin pay for any tiny little mistake. And Scissors is currently up in the combo, has the Deus Ex Machina, gonna send through the wall from that far, or not. Okay, I'm a liar.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're used to that super sending from any point of the screen, huh? But not today. Not today. This time Scissors is going to get woken up here after that super. Going to be able to get this throw and close it out. But we were going so back and forth, man. Down to the last round, down to the last combo. Unfortunate stuff. Scissors is going to take it. Well, unfortunate depending on who you root for. Of course, you want this Anji to win. And you're let's go. But
Let's go.
here we go. Game 2 coming up. I like both these players, man. I've been doing Jeekly long enough to where I you know, I don't know. I can't have favorites, bro. Or at least I'm not going to advertise them. Wink, wink. But here we go. Game 2.
Duel 1.
I mean, being a competitor myself, I love watching these brackets all the time, and Scissors is always so strong. As we saw beforehand, all these different top 8s they're getting, all these great placements, doing so great in TNS, but here they're competing at arguably my favorite bracket. Not showing any bias. Not showing any bias at all.
All right, gonna fill up Ukio's PayPal after this one. Scissors gonna use that PRC to keep your overhead safe. Good defense here from Lucian, man, but these Roman cancels from Scissors have been keeping the pressure going so that we're able to get those lows and stuff afterwards. Strong stuff from both of these players. Scissors does have the lead right now, but Lucian running you down with this gun right now.
So incredibly strong, being able to go back and forth between running you down, being in your face, using that curse, using all of these different shots to really make for layered and dynamic pressure, even catching a backdash there, but also they just got bursted. So look, here they go to the other side of the gameplay, running up and getting the spin, are seeing it really fast like it now. We're converting into Deus Ex Machina. Does this one send through the wall?
It sends through, but barely doesn't kill. We got that curse applied. Man, look how much FD we're spending just trying to dodge those shots, which you have to, by the way. But Lucian spacing it out, able to punish that throw, getting a perfect, very strong round from this HC. Scissors trying to get you on this back throw. Man, the air throw from Anji got to be one of the prettiest in the game, man.
Like, it definitely is, and thankfully we get to see it a good bit, since a lot of the times Anjis are going to the air, especially with that JD, I believe it is, and being able to constantly loop situations where they're in the air and maybe making people want to challenge them. But Lucin showing you don't need to challenge them in the air to be able to get them through the wall, going in for more pressure. The YRC comes out, but what a fuzzy jump on that grab, goes for the Roman cancel and gets the burst, able to break the wall with a Deus Ex Machina, making them watch the cutscene as they go and tie it up 1-1.
Man, strong stuff here from Lucian, both players, but Lucian's going to be the one taking this game right here. Able to read that burst. Calling out, I mean, well, the YRC connected, but a lot of defensive mechanics back to back, but in the face of Lucian, still able to close out that game. Strong stuff. We're going to game 3 out here. It's been a fun matchup from both these players so far.
One thing that I've been seeing recently, I believe Scissors is trying to develop a Slayer. I've seen them in a couple of matches from time to time playing Scissors, playing Slayer in bracket, but I've also fought them online with it a lot. It shows that they have a deep understanding of not only their character and Anji, but also just many different characters in the game. And you kind of have to if you're playing at this high of a level, but also the ability to have that Slayer in your back pocket. Can never go wrong. Can never go wrong.
I mean, dude, at this point, I mean, if you've been playing Guilty Gear this long and you haven't picked up a secondary yet, man, I don't know. Like, definitely, you got to spice it up eventually, right? Not just because, you know, there's so many cool characters in the game. You may as well try them all. But like Ukio was just saying, you know, that able to diverse your horizons, so to speak, makes you a better player even back on your main. Right now, Lucian showing you how strong we are in this HC, despite playing quite a bit of characters. And we're going to go in this Deus Ex. We're going to shoot you through this wall. Scissors does have some meter here on this other side, though.
Able to make a case for themselves to stay safe. Got that gun flip out. YRC's being traded back and forth. Catches the backdash, and Scissors is being popped up in the air. Deus Ex Machina, we've seen it once, we've seen it twice, and as long as you're playing Happy Chaos, you're gonna see it a million more times. Gonna get that wall breaking hard knockdown.
Hey, I won't spoil who's in the bracket, but we're probably going to see it a lot in this top 8 also, especially if Lucian makes their way up in there. But there may be some other HCs, wink, wink, hint, hint. Scissors getting caught here by this 5D, trying to show this Anji Nation what it's about, but Lucian catching you on these backdashes, on these hold-ups, is going to send you through, getting this hard knockdown again. Scissors has that burst if we need to defensively.
Dash cancels, getting up into your face, gets the grab, goes for another burst bait, and Lucent is so aware, so willing to go for these burst baits and throw caution to the wind, getting the perfect there, going up 2-1.
Strong stuff, man. And Ukyo let me in on the possible Slayer swap. So we'll see if that's actually going to happen or not, or if Scissors going to stay on his Anji.
I mean, the Anji is putting in a lot of good work right now. It's just they're getting a little bit unfortunate in whenever they want to use the defensive options like backdashing, especially backdashing. That's been really getting called out by Lucent here, but also just these bursts. It really seems like Lucent's pressure in just combo game in general is really putting a lot of mental pressure on Scissors to make them use these defensive options, maybe prematurely.
See what we got here in this game 4. By the way, I mean, if it wasn't clear already, if you hadn't seen there on the bottom right side of the screen, this is going to get yourself into that top 24 of Jeekly 62 on the winner side. But just if you lose here, doesn't mean you're out of the whole tournament, of course. Oh, dude, calculated whiff right there. Lucian able to build up some meter just enough to get a Deus Ex after. Yo, that was some sick routing right there.
Such awareness. Oh, and goes up, calls out the deflect shield. Scissors is trying to use all these defensive options to stop this from happening, and Lucent is on set point. Just some incredible play right now.
From both of our players, of course it is in Lucian's favor right now on that set point. Scissors trying to get something started here with those far slash normals. The 5D gets the pickup. We have the gun to follow it up. We're going to get that focus back. The flex shield to push you back a little bit, but Lucian still staying on top of you. Good job getting out of that corner, however, from both of our players as Lucian gets right back out as well.
Bullets on the side of Lucent right now. Scissors is in a great spot. The gun flip ends up getting a counter hit and able to sneak a reload in for the focus shot to end up breaking the wall. Now we're at 3 bullets out of 5. Gets the run up throw. You're not going to build resources. And what smart routing for Lucent. Able to break the wall here with the Deus Ex Machina right as Scissors builds the burst. Going up 3-1 and taking the set.
Strong stuff here from both our players, man. Definitely a fan of both these players. Hurts to see one go, but of course I'm also happy for the other to make it through. So strong stuff, man. Also, Ukyo, I don't want to jinx it, homie. I think we fixed the thing. I think it was that echo cancellation. So
hopefully, I'm gonna be knocking on wood. I got my wood desk right here. We gotta. Oof.
All right, guys. Call this next match Father's Day. It's going to be Danny Almaza up against Domi World. You know what that means? It's going to be Kai beating Sin's ass. Or vice versa. We'll have to see. Or vice versa.
Or vice versa. Hey. Yeah. Or vice versa.
We'll see. All right, y'all. Okay, so they're on the way. They're sitting on the stand already. We're good to go, man. Dude, our player's been flying through tonight, man. And you got, did you shot this one out? I don't remember who the last one you got it.
I got you. I got you. All right, here. We got another big match coming on. 2 notable faces in these Jeekly Hall of Fame. Both these players have wins to their name. I know Danny might have a more than just one, but Domi definitely has one of the stronger performances that I've seen while watching back VODs for the Jeekly in my heyday. Going and getting the wall break here. After that burst bait, Danny showing what it's like to play neutral, making Domi respect every situation, but the counter hit gonna end up coming out. Throw tech coming from both these players, in the run up close slash gonna get Danny the round, putting belt to ass right now on his son. The Kai to Sin. Yeah, Kai to Sin. You get it.
I do get it. Funny stuff. Shouts to JTR Black in the chat. Shouts to all the chat. I'm a Bebo. Who up Jeek they Happy Chaos? That was from the last match. How we doing, guys? Try to get that 5D connected. Domi with a good whiff punish, though. Gonna send you through. Gonna keep that stamina for some mix here afterwards. The 6P on Danny here is going to close out with a hard knockdown. We do have meter here on the other side. Domi trying to get in with that FD air dash. No, unfortunately didn't get enough of a run up on that throw. Danny trying to shake Sin's hand from the other side, but
now maybe Domi and Sin caught the belt. Maybe it's their time to shine, going and pushing Danny into the corner, going underneath the charge, and now Domi getting the throw setups, and what a combo! Goes for the JD, but no! Danny able to burst out. We're back in neutral once again, playing these footsies. I didn't know Guilty Gear had that.
They do, man. You just gotta know where to look. It's like seeing in the fourth dimension, you know what I mean? But here we go, blocking that burst. Gonna send you through. Domi does have this meter and building up some of that stamina here for the other side. Gonna see what we can do here. Chrome said, come on, Coms. We know Danny's an adaptation monster. Okay, we got a Danny fan out here in the chat. He said, commentators, give it to my boy, please. But Domi right now, yo, Chrome, what you got to say about that, Chrome, what you got to say about that? You got the chat. The chat's you, homie. It's all you, homie. Chrome, what you got to say? I'm just playing. Look, Domi can do it, but it's not done yet. Good point. This is first of 3 here in Guilty Gear. Let's see what we got coming on. Danny's a monster from game 3. Oh, hell. Okay, Chrome. Damn, Chrome got the parlay saying, yo, Danny from game 3 forward. Here we go. God damn. Guys, if you got your bets, get them in now. Chrome clearing who they think is going to win. Domi starting off with that 2D counter hit. Another situation, Uki. I'm going to keep it a buck. I like both these players, man. I can't pick a favorite.
Oh, they're such fun players to watch. And, you know, I think I might cash in a parlay for 2 bursts in 1 round. Lock it in. Domi World, though, going in for the RTL, going to be able to break the wall from mid-screen. Danny on their back foot right now, but if Chrome has anything to say about it, such great adaptation, going for the DP, and there's 1 burst, and now going in for the RC, going in for the J. What a 6P from Domi, and now gets the tap dust combo into the Tyrant Rave, down $100, no double burst.
Man, speaking of $100, check out that prize pool, guys. And if you're trying to add more to it, !Matcherino here in the Twitch chat takes you to that page where you can buy the shirts, claim the codes. The codes are free, by the way, so please claim those codes. Domi, call that one a draw optimal. Able to run up and get this Tyrant Barrel as well. Danny going to be here on this other side, but we have that 50 tension to play with.
That is dangerous. Gets another DP bait, and Danny is trying so hard to catch Domi out, running up and mashing, but Domi is so patient, so willing to run up and block and try to catch out something. And, you know, giving Danny a chance to be calm and maybe collect their nerves might be the best thing for them, because they're doing a lot of DPs.
Hey, man. Sometimes if your opponent is playing very confident and they're running you down like that, that's what it takes, you know. A couple Hail Mary DP. Oh, you baited the first one, well, here's the second one, dumbass. I'm ready, you know. Like, you got to be ready to send it like that to try to slow down your opponent, and that's probably what Danny's going for here. But that Hawk Baker counter hit from Domi is going to get answered by the burst. Danny not sent through the wall today. We got that shock state applied. Amazing just block from Danny. Domi trying to keep this pressure going as well, Ukio.
See what Chrome said? Domi going for the JD, gonna get the wall bounce or ground bounce here, gonna push Danny through the wall. And you know, Domi is so dominant right now, but Danny not one to be out, not one to be finished. Gets the dire clot, gonna push into the corner, doing the stagger pressure, and we're back in neutral, showing how Sun gets it from his father, going for such great neutral buttons. The beak driver almost ends up getting whip punish in that far slash into the stun dipper RC.
Man, Danny playing very solid in the latter half of this round, and it's paying off. At the very least, we may see a burst here from Domi. Tried to bait it with that red RC. Domi doesn't hand it up, but loses the round for it. But damn, I don't know if you had a chance to burst. Danny had a very safe route right there, and very strong play there from Danny. Not only a strong player, but a master burst baiter. Domi got you in the corner, however.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, homie. You're good. I laid you up for that one. Don't be gonna get this hard knockdown right here.
Able to get the hard knockdown going through the wall, and Danny still has the heart on their side. We're seeing that JD combo come out so often. Gets this 6H, but it's not gonna kill. Guts coming in a little bit for Kai, and now gonna be able to get the stun dipper RC, pushing to the wall with these close slash delays, going in for these links, and now gets the low. Chrome might be onto something here, looking like a monster in game 3, and now trying to punish Domi for doing literally anything, but the far slash ends up punishing that 6P.
And you know what's so strong for Domi here is that we kept our burst, right? We kept calm, we kept our burst. We didn't just panic. And so now we're sitting here with that burst here in this last round. Danny spending theirs at the start. Domi using all of our stamina in these last few interactions, but it may be worth it, right? Definitely worth it if you look at how much damage we just dealt and that positive bonus to boot. Danny with the soft knockdown, trying to get something started right there. Ukyo with that, I think it was a 2K or the 2D. Now we're here in the corner trying to fight back out. We got that shock state applied. We got that low into the red RC, taking Domi through this wall, but we got the burst for it on the other side.
I mean, right now, Domi only has 1 bar of stamina and it's slowly regaining, but 100 tension, 100 burst matches Danny's 50 burst in positive bonus tension, but the RDL is going to come out, going for that one-hit conversion, has 100 meter, going to end up breaking the wall with that high ya, and Domi gonna win the set 3-0.
Man, Chrome was not wrong, though. That last round for Danny was awesome. Domi, however, just very, Domi just did not panic, right? Danny was trying to bait that burst in that one round, and then there was another round where we were playing very solid, about to make the comeback, and then Domi still didn't burst. Was still very patient about it and didn't fall for any baits, didn't throw away that defensive mechanic, kept their cool, said, okay, Danny is locking in right now, is, belt to ass, but I'm going to punch a hole in the drywall, I'm going to have a monster energy, and I'm going to close it out. Strong stuff, Domi. Let me run this ad. I forgot to click the button.
Sometimes you gotta rebel. Sometimes you gotta catch the belt, turn it on them. Not today.
I love how Danny dropped 1 HVT route and just stopped doing them. Shock state duration moment. Unfortunate stuff, man. Yo, Kai needs help, man. He was in the anime, bro. He needs help.
Kai needs help.
He needs help.
Maybe some quality of life stuff, yeah, but I don't know. Does he need buffs? Does he need buffs?
There's like a couple characters in this game where when they beat me, I'm like, whoa, I suck. Like when there's like a good player on that character and they're beating my ass, I'm like, oh my god, I have a lot to learn. And Kai is one of them, dude. When I can't open up a Kai player and then they just whiff punish my ass and blow me up for 50, when I get mixed by a Kai, I'm like, dude, I got a lot to learn, bro.
You get hit with 6K into grab, like, fuck, I'm washed.
Yeah, dude, yo, no way I'm getting fucking beat up by this right now. C-Roar fuming right now. Uh-oh. Am I triggering something there? I'm sorry.
C-Roar does not like Kai.
Oh, really?
He hates Kai. Yeah, he hates Kai.
Oh, see?
There was a point.
Go ahead.
There was a point. Yeah, my bad. There was a point in time where I was looking for like a secondary, and before I settled on Slayer, I was trying out different characters like Sin. I was thinking about trying out Kai, and C-Roar was like, grr, no Kai. Grr, no Kai.
Yo, he hit you with the grr, bro? God damn. God damn, he hit you with the grr, bro? That's where you just gotta tug the leash a little bit and be like, hey man, it's alright.
It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. It's like, hey, but as an ABBA main myself, every other character is carried except for mine. Half the time.
Damn. All right. Well, you said it, not me.
It's like, hey, I'm an intermediate player, bro. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right. I also play Slayer. So.
Wait, who are these? Oh my God, Symphokai on the Unica, dog. I didn't see that coming.
Oh, really?
All right, you got this one?
Oh.
Nightmare,
I can
thank you
get
for the
that.
follow, homie.
It's Simpukai.
Yeah, that's Simperkai. Simperkai and
Yeah, gotcha.
Enzog.
Good. Yeah, I think I've seen Enzog before. Very strong Bedman. I'm excited. I like Bedman. Ooh, 3 in matches. All right, Crow. All right. I believe this is a top 24 match here at the Jeekly. Both these players are so incredibly strong, able to make it out of the first stage of pools. Simpukai, seen them before, but normally on the Testament, coming in here on the Unica, maybe trying to switch it up. Maybe trying to get some things going, but on the other side, we have Enzog making it here for a reason in that Bedman. I believe I saw them at... No, I might not have seen them as CEO. I may just be talking smack right now, getting the zoning game plan started, giving Simpukai like views of the past, giving them what they've done to other players going in for this neutral, but such a health deficit on the side of Simpukai right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to climb back here, but hey, man, a couple of those Starburst overheads. You guys cool if I call it Starburst, by the way? Any Tekken players out here? Anybody call that Starburst? Can I make... I want to make that a thing. I want to make that a thing where we call the Unica Blue shit the Starburst. I'm a Claudio boy. Can you tell? Anyways.
So I only know of it as Arbalist. That's all I know it as. Like the Arbalist stance gives the
that is
blue
what
stuff.
it is. I'm being a hipster, man. Come on, man. Okay, it's my stream, dude. Let me call it Starburst. Anyways, we got the counter here. Enzog gonna burst you back.
I mean, going for that, gets the big shot there, trying to eliminate that error follow-up attack, goes for the JS new vacuum in property, letting them go for that JD mix, and now gets the Starburst low, going in for more, gets a big counter hit with that 5H, has the Roman cancel to continue into the corner, has that Arbalist stance, gonna end up for that DP wall bounce, and gets a big chunk of damage off Enzog there.
Thank you, by the way, Ukio. Your PayPal gonna be crazy tonight, but Enzog, low HP right here. Simpukai was getting kind of beat up in that first round, man, but look how much we've brought it back. You're getting thrown away on that bed, however, nice conversion into that low after. It can be hard to block that overhead. I think it's like 6 hits, bro, and depending on how you time it. Red RC getting in here. Good blocks here from Simpukai, trying to FD to push this bed back as much as we can, and you can't hold it forever. Like Simpukai wasn't just there, was able to get that punish on the Kobe ball. Simpukai going to take this first game.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about the Kobe ball.
There you go.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Simpukai, though, able to show the power that this character has. You know, it's not very I'm English. It's not very common that you get to see a new character in these top 8 qualifiers, in these top 24 situations. And, you know, Simpukai is really showing how these plus frames, this mix, all of this comes together for a character that can compete at a high level.
See what we got going here. Shout out to Trento in the chat, rooting for Enzog out here. Is that DXG? Is that Dank? Is that Dank's thing?
Yeah, that's Dank. Yeah.
Well, there we go. Shout out to Dank. Shout out to, I think bracket is literally tomorrow, guys. So I don't have a link prepared. If anyone's got a link to bracket, drop that shit in the chat. I'll put it on the pin. Big shouts to Dank, one of the commentators in the scene, dog, and one of the TOs running both the Friday Night Fights and bracket. But Simpukai right here going to be sent through. Looks like Enzog got that bracket shout out buff. We got this Kobe ball PRC to keep yourself safe. Was that, I think, a blocked DP as well, punished by the ball? Enzog's got you in this corner, man.
And look at this mix coming out from Enzog, constantly looping these arrow follow-ups, getting all these plus frames, getting Simpukai a taste of their own medicine, and now going up in the round count. But Simpukai does have burst on their side, going for that 5H into what I can only assume is, I don't know the name of the moves for Unica. I'm gonna be so real. That looks like Michael Sword. Yeah, that's the name of that move.
Michael Sword. You know, what do they call it? Gun Dipper.
Gun Dipper.
What do we call the overhead?
Dipper.
What is Kai's overhead?
Greed Sever.
Guys,
That's Greed Sever.
I'm a new head. What is it called? Greed Sever.
I think it's Greed Sever. That's what I call it. I'm pretty sure it's Greed Sever. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Starburst Greed Sever.
There you go. Yeah, the Starburst too. That's my boy. Of course, it is called Arbalest. I don't mean to confuse y'all who don't know. We're just having fun out here. Enzog Gonna, oh no, unfortunately getting caught by that charged up special. Good trades here. Ball from downtown as well. We're trying to go for that 3-pointer.
Sometimes you gotta jump in for that dunk on Simpukai, able to tie up the set 1-1. Inzog making some adjustments, kind of really leaning into that, leaning into those follow-ups, leaning into that more close-up oriented pressure, going for constant jump resets, using that omnidirectional movement, and able to take that game there.
Now, I'm loving the Twitch chat right now. Fabiana said, Michael Knife instead of Michael Sword, but that's more like Michael Claymore, bro. That's like more like Michael Predator Missile, bro. That shit is much bigger than a sword. And then Nightmare, Starburst, Whirlybird, Thingamadoo. I love how we, yo, Starburst, I'm gonna make that click. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't have that much influence, but that'll be my legacy.
Thingamadoo.
The word Starburst, Whirlybird, Thingamadoo. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember if we see that one come back up.
I'm sorry, that's really funny. Getting the burst out here, Inzog really wanting to try to make their presence known, really wanting to stop all that momentum that Simpukai has. I'm searching for words. A Whirlybird is stuck in my head right now. Simpukai trying to do the same thing to Inzog. As soon as one player gets momentum on their side, gets the pressure started, goes for the tap dust, and now able to get the combo, but the JS doesn't connect.
Unfortunate stuff, man. Tried to link into that 5K jump cancel. Simpukai still looking pretty low in HP here, and Enzog just going to line it up after that red RC to close off this round. Good stuff right here. Enzog has that round advantage. Of course, we're evened up in the games. We're going back and forth, but the 6P counter hit, man, that Bedman 6P went from being one of the worst in the game to like being pretty decent, and Enzog pretty good with these anti-airs, has been paying off. I love that 5K 6H link right there. Simpukai trying to keep that defense solid, and it's really been paying off. Amazing DP to get out of the corner.
There he goes, going for that low with the S follow-up to get you into Arbalest stance, and then in for the Daughter Dipper. Goes for the low again, gets these dash cancels, and one thing that Unica is so good at doing is enforcing this pressure, right? With all these plus frames from all these follow-ups. Did you know the 5H follow-up, the like little projectile, that's plus 17 if you dash cancel it?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. She needs it, though, or something? Is that what y'all are going to say? Nice stuff right there. The PRC, the JP, you back afterwards. Only needs one more hit to close out this round. Gonna Michael Sword you back. Michael Knife. Sorry, guys. I'm learning as I go. Twitch chat. You gotta be patient with me.
Michael Knife. I mean, sometimes you gotta block the Michael Cadillac or whatever we're calling it. Goes for the far side. Goes for the Daughter
Blue Raz
Dipper.
Dipper. Shout outs to JTR.
I didn't see that one. Oh, here we go again.
Thingamadoos.
Which one's the Thingamadoo?
That's the Whirlybird Thingamadoo. We haven't seen many of those recently. Good 5D red RC there from Enzog, and this time the JS does connect. Dude, oh my god, yo. I got mixed there, but Simpukai with some really good defense.
I mean, just showing what makes them such a strong player in these situations. Goes for the low, has the Roman cancel, the fast RC 6H, gets the Arbalest, but goes for the Daughter, fucking Daughter Sword. Yeah, 6H comes out for the overhead.
Alright, strong stuff, man. Simpukai trying to put us out of our misery, bro. Both Enzog and us on the commentary stand saying, I don't know what y'all are trying to say. Try to keep up with me winning this game 3, though. Strong stuff, man. Enzog still bringing us to that last round, and of course taking that last game. I think Simpukai kind of locking in on that defense in some of these situations, and that's the thing about Bedman, bro. You can tell when someone doesn't have a Bedman training partner. Like, the only Bedman they play is once a week in tower. You know what I mean? You can tell. I'm speaking for myself, to be clear. You get a good Bedman training partner, you get, like, I'm talking like 200, 250 hours playing with your friend, trying to figure out how that character plays, what they want to do, what looks strong, and then you start looking a lot more confident like Simpukai does right here.
fair, like, this is one of the most layered fighting games that are out there. Not the most, but one of them. And Bedman is a great example of that. Having not only that 8-way omnidirectional movement, all of those error follow-ups that make for sick mix like we saw last game, and even getting you in situations like right here where they're able to switch from that zoning, use those projectiles, and get in your face. But Simpukai is not having any of it. Goes for the low, trying to get some pressure started, trying to get in Inzog's face. Goes for the DP after the low. It's -3 after the Arbalest, I believe, going in for that DP, catching the startup of anything that Inzog does. But now the big follow-up has a counter hit, goes for the close slash, and gets the burst out of Simpukai.
Oh man, caught you with that JD jump cancel, man. This bed can be pretty strong. Gonna link that 5K into the special after as well. Good blocks here, but you can't block forever, man. You block the first 5 hits of that jump normal. Guess what? There's 6 of them. And Inzog's showing you all you need is 1. Tearing up that round strong stuff.
Trying to get into a situation where we can have our first game 5 of the stream, I believe. And look at this conversion from Inzog. You know, every single time the daughter sword, it didn't connect, really. I wonder if Simpukai was going for something else and just ended up getting the sword instead. Able to get back into this Arbalest position, goes for the 2H follow-up, and now only 50 meter on your side, but 50 meter doesn't help you block.
Oh my god, dude. Good block on that cross-up, though, from Simpukai. Inzog has some goddamn tricks out here, and it looks like it may pay off for a game win, unless, of course, Simpukai keeps that defense up. But that Air 236S, bro, this Bedman is so tricky. I don't know how new some of y'all are to gear. It may not be obvious by looking how big and clunky this character seems, but look at this. Ukio's been saying it. That 8-way dash, and look at this arrow case special moving you halfway across the screen. That shit is hard to play against sometimes, especially in the hands of a pilot like Inzog. We're going to game 5.
Inzog is doing such a great job holding on right now, but Simpukai really showing the power of Unica, really showing what this character can do. You know, I keep harping on it, but the ability to force out plus frames and be able to force you to hold her pressure is so strong. Not to mention with that the daughter dipper and the greed sever, I don't remember what we're calling it, from the Starlight or Arbalest stance or Starburst, I don't know, it's unexplainably juicy, goes for the 6P, gets the low going in. Now we're going for that overhead. If it would have dash canceled, we would have gotten it, but now Inzog is back in position here.
Trying to pin you down. No pun intended. Going for that gun dipper downtown, going for these DP routes as well, man. This Unica does damage.
Damage, pressure, going in for the RC, gets the 6H, going in for a big combo, and now we have the enhanced super absolutely lopping off all that health from Inzog, punting Simpukai on set point.
Ooh, that was a gnarly counter hit on that jump in, though. The burst is going to save Inzog here. Simpukai threatening set point, gunning you back, trying to get that starburst as well. Amazing just blocks, bro. We're getting pinned down. Inzog able to steal the corner, pushing Simpukai back here, blocking all 6 of those hits, but the 5D connects and going to send you through. We didn't get a chance to burst. I don't know if we'll see it in this round now.
Wanting a chance to save it, but Simpukai might not even need it. Has the meter to continue it going, just absolutely enforcing all of these plus frames, almost like you're never negative in some of these situations. Goes for the mix, gets the follow-up, but oh no, the 236 input doesn't end up killing, and now we're back at full screen trying to get this last little bit of life off when we get a trade. We're going to game 5, last round.
Projectiles coming out here. Nice JS catching you. Simpukai doesn't want to give away any of that damage. Goes for the burst. Goes for that thingamaboo whirly bob. But we're going to DP through. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all watching the bottom like, yo, shut the hell up, man. I'm sorry. I'm having fun. Inzog with some great defense on that, however. Going to get out after that 2K236S. Lining up this combo with the RC. Taking you across the screen as well.
And one thing you gotta watch out for is these defensive options from Unica. Has so many avenues to go for, has such a strong DP, such a good 2P, 6P that has the frame hitbox of her mom, but the animation of her dad. Gets a big hit there. The burst ends up coming out. Where's one interaction away, a big counter hit comes out from Inzog, able to push to the corner, has the Roman cancel, gonna get the wall stick, and Inzog kills at the last second before that burst builds. What a great set from both these players.
And guys, locking that in, that means a Bedman is in top 8 here. We'll probably see Simfakai come in on that loser side. I wouldn't be surprised. They're a very strong player. We'll have to see though. This time it's going to be Enzog in their first ever Jeekly top 8. But guys, our next match is already lined up, and this next one is a little messed up, bro, because we're qualifying for top 8, but I've seen this in grand finals like 4 times. It's going to be Red I Am Not versus Cloned.
My goat! My goat! Let's go! I get to see Cloned. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. And like, dude, this has unironically been a multi-time top 8 grand finals match. Let me get it up on the screen for y'all. Here we go. Shout out to that 2v Tuesday payday bracket. Dude, Gibby is awesome TO here in the scene, man. We have to give a quick shout out to Gibby running not just that payday weekly on Saturday, which I think he's up in the prize pool by like $75. So please sign up for that. He'll keep upping it. But also doing some other events in the scene. Pride FGC, awesome stuff there from OEG, putting that on not just for Stripe, but all kinds of awesome games and streaming opportunities. Red I Am Not, dude, Red I Am Not over here. Look at this, man. We got first over here in a couple brackets, getting second in that Shut Up and Fight series, which is a very stacked bracket. So, all right, you start this one off, Ukio.
100%. All right, going in for a top 8 qualifiers. Red I Am Not on the Nagarayuki, something we don't really see, having that Gold Lewis picture, but cloned so many times here at the Jeekly, showing how she's such a strong player. Coming in for another chance, revving that Vice and OMG tag, but Red I Am Not getting the throw, going for a big 6H and gets countered by the 2H from Clone. Gets the backdash, another 2H coming out from Clone, trying her best to catch them off, and the pile bunker gonna end up hitting, going for a loop. You're so squishy right now. Gonna get hit into the wall, I believe. Oh no, that doesn't kill.
Yeah, so just want to call it the elephant in the room. To be clear, Red has been on this Nago swap for a minute now, but it is new to the Jeekly. Definitely new to the Jeekly. First time. We've definitely seen Red on the Nago before here, but this is the first Jeekly we've seen where they've made this hard swap. So definitely strong stuff, trying to qualify here for this top 8. Clone, however, showing how strong she is on the Slayer. You're not going to get away with this new character taking her out for free, but strong stuff with that bite, getting this blood raised up, trying to push Clone back, blocking out the Mappa, and then shimmying back with that 2H. Strong stuff there from Clone.
And now we got the pile bunker that we've all seen before. You know, this is basically B&B for Slayer at this point. Builds 100 meter, gonna send you through the wall, but Red I Am Not has a burst, has tension, has even some blood to their name, maybe able to get out of the situation, but Clone gonna throw some risk out there, get that burst off of the screen, and she's gonna go up 1-0. I didn't know that they've been on Nago for a bit. That's interesting. Huh. That's really cool.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what bracket it was, y'all. Was it after CEO? I don't remember. I think it was after CEO, which was only just a couple weeks ago at this point. But anyways, here we go. We're going to have to see how it pans out, man. This is where you're going to get some good practice. Red showing us some good stuff right there, man. I mean, dude, even if you were on the Gold Lewis, even if you were, you know, the best player in the world or whatever character, Clone is sometimes gonna roll your ass. You know what I mean? Like, so like I wouldn't let that you know, spell out the set or anything. We're gonna see what's going to happen going from this point on.
I mean, sometimes that's just how her playstyle goes. You know, if I had to describe it, it would be like a high roll dodge build almost. But Red I Am Not trying to get in, going for that DP, trying to get something started, and the cross up ends up coming out from Clone. Gonna be sliding you around the screen like it's an ice physics Mario level, and gets the round off of it.
Strong stuff, man. Oh, excuse me, goddamn. Strong stuff. And real quick shout out to Backpack just gave us a massive raid. Thank you so much, homie. Of course, running that backpack brawl. Please go check them out on Twitch. I gave a shout out in the Twitch chat. Please go check them out as Clone gets a perfect here to close out game 2. But yeah, big shouts to backpack. Thank you for the raid. You guys got to see the pandemonium as well every Saturday.
Oh, hi, Panda.
Appreciate y'all both. You came in just in time, man. Clone trying to qualify for this top 8 against Red I Am Not, as they are not debuting the Nago for the first time, but at least here in the Jeekly, since that hard swap, we're seeing this Nagoriyuki Red. Clone with a strong start though.
Bro, I watch those backpack brawl VODs all the time. They're so good to watch, you know. And now getting in here, Clone trying to get into that top 8 spot right now, up 2-0, but Red showing that they have some character mastery on this Nago already.
Gonna burst back to keep that Clone away from you though. Don't want to get pile bunkered over here while you're in the corner. Good scoop, good pickup right here from Cloned. This hard knockdown's gonna hurt. Red is gonna get some tension here on the other side. Ukyo, he's got to get a chance to use it. Clone showing you look like Luigi from Super Mario 2, man. We were float kicking out here. The close slash gonna catch you on that backdash overhead, gets that pickup, and not only did we get the fight to take the round, but Clone spent that burst for deflect shield. So a nice advantage here in terms of meter for Red.
Sometimes you got to throw caution to the wind to get a character like Nagoriyuki out of your face, but Red I Am Not showing that not even Clone can block at all cost. And now we're back inside of neutral. What a big whiff punish with that P Mappa hunch. The Beyblade gonna come in. White Wild Assault spins the meter, tries to catch it out. It gets a big 5H.
All gonna Mappa you to get that punish though. Strong stuff here, man. Gets that counter hit. Red being active on that defense, but if you're not perfect with it, then the Slayer's gonna make you hurt. Getting that 100-meter super as well, gonna make us watch this cutscene as we move on to set point.
Sometimes it's about sending a message. Could have maybe killed with the Super Mappa hunch, but nah, gotta let them know.
Hey, you don't take that tension into the next round, so you may as well use it.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Going for the 6-8 here, trying to establish this pressure, trying to establish this plus frames, get that blood on the board, goes for the 6K, tries to get the feint going after the Wild Assault, ends up getting the low, gonna get the cross up, but what a grab from Red I Am Not. Haven't been representing that so far in the set, maybe not been able to, gets the close slash, far slash, 5H, 5K I mean, going in for a big pile bunker, and now you're not taking that 100 meter to the next set, but Clone will move into top 8.
Strong stuff here from this Slayer. Strong stuff here from this Nago. But Clone's going to be the one moving on to that winner side top 8 of the Jeekly 62.
Man. Bro, we play the best fighting game, don't we, Jeek? This game is so cool.
I mean, hey, it's better than Damon Baby or whatever.
Bro, that's not a real game. That can't be real.
I'm sorry, dude.
That can't be real.
That wasn't even like clever. I was just being a dick. Okay. That wasn't even clever. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
Being a real Damon.
Hope everyone's been having fun. Let me go ahead and see what our next match is. It's probably going to be... Sorry. It's going to be Jack versus Enzog. Let me go ahead and get them lined up.
Oh, Jack versus Enzog. Okay. I see you.
Okay. Okay, guys, while they're coming in here, can you see that in the background? Can you even tell in front of my bookcase? I got a squat rack, Ukyo, and I've been on that fitness grind, dog.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, you bench 300, you bench 3 million pounds?
I'll be there in a bit. I also got my cat back there. See my cat? Oh, she's gone. Never mind.
Oh, dang.
Well, all right, guys. Hey, hope you've been having okay, I messed up, guys. Hope you've been having fun here at the Jeekly 62, man. Massive prize pool. Already starting us off $100 prize pool as we're moving on through this bracket. Coming up next is going to be Jack versus Enzog. Who shot out the last one? You got this one? I got this one. And shouts to the chat, by the way. Big shouts again to that raid from Backpack Brawl, man. Guys, check them out, 6 p.m. EST. Guilty Gear Strive bracket. They stream the top 8s. Their videos are fucking peak. Absolutely. I mean, they're the par of Guilty Gear Strive. The pinnacle of Guilty Gear Strive YouTube top 8s. But here we go. Next match already lined up, guys. It's going to be our friends Enzog versus Jack. I gotta fix this overlay real quick. Ukio, how you feeling about this match, man?
Super excited about it. Right now we have two strong players who've made it so far through the bracket. Jack, though, showing what makes them such a strong player, but the backdash coming from Enzog, able to start this pressure. You know, Bedman's not a very common character. It's very rare to see such high-level representatives of this character, but Enzog showing up here for winner's side top 8, I believe, or am I wrong? Is this semifinals?
Yeah, winner's side top 8. I don't know why it says semifinals, but I think it's because it's technically winner semis on top 8 side, like the first round of top 8. Point being, guys, we have made it to the top echelon of these something like 90 players in the bracket tonight. Jeekly been popping off, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't mean to self-glaze, but dude, thanks to everybody's support, thanks to all these very strong players, we've been cooking out here, and it's been pulling the names of some of the strongest players in the scene. You've already been seeing a lot of them play so far, but now you got Jack up here up against Enzog, and we're gonna see who's gonna make it through this bracket even farther.
Right now, Enzog is in a good spot. They have burst on their side, and Jack able to get all those bullets back. It always seems like they either have a way to reload or they have a way to spin those bullets in their entirety. Going for this mix, you got to block almost all of it. The 2K2D coming out ends up being gapless, has no focus, but able to get that super out.
Oh, nice anti-air red RC. Jack's going to line that one up and take you through the wall. Because we red RC'd, we won't be able to get that Deus Ex, but we do got that curse applied. We did deal a lot of damage. All we need is a couple more hits to close it out, but Enzog on top of you, despite that curse, dancing around those whiff shots. Dude, this Bedman is so mobile.
Oh, but the 6P ends up coming out, you know. Enzog was playing pretty crazy with that movement right there. All had focus on, or had curse on them, but was still dodging that reticle. That was insane.
Strong stuff, man. Hey, when you're low HP like that, if you aren't playing the win, then why are you playing? So you're dancing around those reticles, doing a good job right there. Jack able to swat that fly, however, and finish their food. We're moving on to this game too, man. I'm gonna keep it a real. You guys surprised? We got some Jack fans out here. Definitely one of the favorites to win the whole tournament. We'll have to see what Enzog can do here to make a god bleed. If not, take a whole set off of this man.
It's an uphill battle, but definitely one that isn't impossible right now. They're both sitting in the same spot, both in the same part of the bracket. Both had to make such a climb to get here in this stacked of a place. You know, it makes sense that these two competitors would be playing against each other, because look at this conversion from Jack, able to convert that JP into the 5K, breaking the wall with the curse, but the far slash gonna end up coming out from Enzog. What a big counter hit in this kind of situation.
Jack still able to line it up. Going to eat that burst. However, Enzog doesn't want to give away that hard knockdown, at least not yet. But Jack still going to say, hey, that hard knockdown is rightfully mine, belongs to my family name, and I'm going to send you through. Thanks for that one, homie. Enzog does have tension to play with here on this other side.
Is so strong. Conversions gets the YRC bait into the 6S. 6S leads to success if you're a Happy Chaos player, especially if you're Jack, constantly converting into wall breaks off of any normal. The 5K ends up coming out, gonna push to the wall, has the Kobe ball, but it doesn't end up working out. The JS vacuuming in. What a conversion from Enzog.
That Kobe ball connecting. These specials are going crazy, man. Jack, no tension any longer. Had to spend it all to block this out. If we didn't, bro, we'd be basically dead by all this chip. This turn never ends. Enzog with some amazing bed pressure and finally gets the counter hit pickup. Jack says, hold on, I'm just going to keep my burst to the next round, as Enzog gets an amazing perfect. Some awesome bedman pressure. If you're trying to learn how to play offense as this character, go watch that clip back, write down some notes, take those tricks.
That was such a long turn from Enzog, almost giving Jack a taste of their own medicine, and now bursting to get out of a situation. The JS ends up trading with an aerial. JP gonna bring all the way down, make you plus, get the burst out of Jack, and now going for the J2K, but gets the throw and now tries to go for a backdash. Enzog is stuck against the wall. What do you do if you're Enzog in this situation?
You do have tension to play with, and you have that deflect shield you can be defensive with, and Jack, realizing that, says, I'm not going to give you a chance to use any of those defensive mechanics. Instead, I'm going to take this opportunity to get that curse applied and gun you down from the other side. I don't want to play with your YRC, your deflect shield, none of that. I'm just going to, you know, we're playing Call of Duty. I got a gun, I may as well use it. Going to take this game too.
Stuff out that white wild assault any chance you get, and a gun would do it. A gun would do it, yeah.
Guys, exclamation point Match Arena in the chat. I already beat you to it. If you can claim some more of those codes, we got about 20 of them claimed, but there's 30 remaining, bro. That adds about another, what is that, $8 to the prize pool. That ain't nothing to scoff at, man. We've been very fortunate with everybody helping out with that. So if you could please, if you haven't yet, you can call your grandma, get her to log on her Facebook, claim those codes. Enzog going to burst to start us off here, getting on top of Jack with some good defense, but we're going to answer that burst back once that JH connects.
The JS jump in, such a strong button, has to go for the focus, and maybe thought it was going to wall stick. Uncharacteristic at this point, but right back to it. Jack going in for more pressure. Gunflip doesn't have any bullets, and now look at all that risk building, and Enzog able to find a way out. The only bar they have on their side right now is that full risk, and now they're giving it to Jack, making him feel a taste of their own medicine. Gets that charge move, and look at all that health off of Jack.
Yeah, and because we had that risk, we actually were able to build back quite a bit of tension as well, despite that tension penalty. So Enzog was ready with that 50 tension plus that positive bonus, of course, to close out that round. So very strong stuff there from our bedman. Jack, however, got that curse applied, still trying to prove why we got this 2-game lead, and it's looking good right now as we get this wall splat.
To the curse, getting the wall break, deciding not to use the Deus Ex Machina, doing so much focus, keeping that pressure, keeping it started, gets the tap dust, mixes so six, the Deus Ex Machina gonna send us to the wall. Big safe jump, JS coming in here, gets the low, big counter hit, and Enzog not out of this round yet, goes for the, oh my god, I got hit, going for the sandwich pressure in the air almost. Jack, though, not electing to spin the burst, knowing that it won't kill, knowing that it won't even get close, gets the BRC drift forward, gets the tap back, and now we're going through the wall once again.
And that was smart from Jack, by the way, because that 5K from Bedman, I don't know how active it was, but Jack wasn't going to take any chances. So that was awesome right there, able to get back and still get the punish. Enzog has this burst to play with. That risk is getting high, but man, we've seen how well we played with that risk high before. The burst's going to get rid of it here for us. Jack has that 50 tension. It's going to get you mixed up with those lows, staggering them out and picking you up. Going to hard knock you down. Still has the burst to play with.
I think that's one thing that makes Jack such a strong player. Just their faith in their mix, even without the bullets, goes up for the strike throw situation that they haven't represented so far in this set. The Deus Ex Machina gonna end up breaking the wall, and that spells victory for Jack, getting that perfect, going farther into this top 8.
Strong stuff there from Jack, man. All right, y'all, gonna shoot this ad your way. Appreciate everybody's patience with that one. Keeping the lights on out here. Y'all are real ones for that. Appreciate y'all. Jack gonna take this game 3. Gonna be moving on through that winner side of the bracket, guys. But we got some hot matches still coming up for you, so please stay buckled in. No break tonight, by the way. You doing all right, Ukyo? You need to get a drink or something, bro?
Hey, I'ma just thug it out. I'm getting to watch Guilty Gear, so I'm cooling. I'm cooling.
I may get a Coke Zero, man. I'm keeping a million with you. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna put this match up real quick, and then let's see.
It's like I might go to the bathroom really quick then, if that's an option.
Yeah, run right now. You got a minute.
Yep, bet. I got you.
All right, y'all. Ukyo's gonna run the bathroom. I'm gonna hold it down over here. We got Domi coming up against Clone. They're both on this winner side. Clone, unfortunately, I didn't have her Slayer image up, but you know who she plays at this point, man. Playing really awesome at that Pride FGC. Big shout outs to all of OEG, especially Pariah Docs. Dude, there are some TOs here in the scene, man, where like if you're not hit, bro, they put Guilty Gear Strive on their back. What's going on, Jesse? What does Hyrax have to say about that last set? Do I still have it in here, Jesse? So actually, shout outs to Jesse over there at the YouTube side. Jesse, what's funny about that one actually is we were going to Fabian, what is that emote? Yo, is that added to me? Oh, dude, look at the Hyrax on Twitch at least. Do I have that on YouTube? Can I do that on YouTube? Oh, it didn't work on YouTube. Okay, anyways, guys. Okay, so we recently did an official stream with AWT. With Arxis, and I deleted it from my OBS because I didn't want to accidentally hit it. Does that make sense? I was like, we were doing an official restream with Arxis, so I didn't want to mess anything up. And I wanted to be really careful, so I deleted my Hyrax button so I didn't accidentally hit it. But you just reminded me, Jesse. I'll make sure to bring it back.
What happened?
You missed it, homie. You missed it. Yeah.
I missed it. SMH.
Okay.
How could I?
Did you do the last one? You do this one.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Hold it down. Actually, you can hold it down, right? You got it.
Oh yeah, I got you. I can hold it down. There's this clone on the screen.
All right, I'll interject when I'm ready. Okay.
All right. Coming in here for another winner's side top 8 match, we have Cologne coming in on that Slayer as always in Dami World. We saw them once on stream already, both these characters and players actually, but Clone, the one making it work. 2K2D getting that PRC and the DP coming out, goes for a risky dash through, and now you know Clone is trying to get this pressure going up. Beak driver continuing the pressure sequence, 6K into the throw. These plus frames are really making it work right now for Dami. 6K into 6K gotta be a true combo. Coming in here with that 2H, ends up getting the hit off of Dami World, maybe trying to go for a burst bait. Oh no, Clone is able to get the backup into that 2K, taking that first round here.
Strong stuff, man. Taking that first round. Clone definitely not someone I want to be seeing in the bracket, period. If I'm a player out here, man, she is gonna beat you and she's gonna dog walk you while doing it. You have to burst right there. Good stuff. Domi gets that eat, gets that counter hit 6P, goes for that overhead hit as well. We're doing some strong stuff out here on this Sin, man, bouncing around with that Tyrant barrel.
Going up for the run up throw, gets that meaty timing for another 6K, breaks the wall, and now we're at even health. At one point, Clone was in such a strong position getting that jump. The J2D gonna let Dami get the round before Clone even has a chance to spin burst. We're almost at even turf here, but Dami has a little below half burst.
Do have a little bit of stamina here, though. Whoa, man, good block on that cross up there from Domi, but Clone was still able to get that low follow-up. Gonna keep on top of you with that wild assault, but Clone really strong with those back dashes, checking you with the 5K after as well. We got a punish out here. Clone does have her burst to play with and 50 tension. Domi is actually trying to climb uphill in terms of meter advantage.
And now just trying to go for that patent pending Slayer, makes the left to right constant cross ups, but Dami does end up getting some stamina back and lets that DP rip, punishing Clone for getting that close slash. 2K2D. You're in another mixed situation. You can only guess right so many times. Pile Bunker gonna push you into the wall, and Pile Bunker gonna send us into the next game. Clone going up 1-0.
Strong stuff, man. Shouts to Jesse over there on the YouTube side. Soba out here, super Mappa hunching. Soba, you got a gift sub, by the way, homie. Or did you do that sub? Either way, welcome. Fabiana with the Hyrax. Don't let the dandy take Domi. Not today, man. We gotta keep away this dandy. And also Kaito over here. Yo, guys, by the way, you guys see Kaito Dandy up here. I didn't give my man a shout. One of these Slayers probably still here in the chat. Checking out Clone, trying to get another Master's Hammer, but did Domi just scoop her out with Close Slash?
So I don't know. I was looking at the chat. Kaito Dandy. Oh, that's cool. But the Tyrant Rave gonna send us through the wall, get us a hard knockdown, and Dami is so strong when using it. Gets that counter hit from that situation, and Dami is in another winning spot for this round.
Good start here. Good clap back, I'd say. Cloned, of course, getting that last game. Trying to do that 2D, but that Danny step back. Gonna keep yourself safe from it. I like that 2S OTG real quick just to keep yourself humble. But Domi's gonna get another wall spot. Man, it's crazy because Clone has you in the corner. She's the one beating your ass, but Domi's still able to get that corner steal and actually turn it into his advantage.
I mean, and it just speaks to the power of these players, if I'm honest. Dami able to reverse the situation almost at any time, keeping it very close right now. Gonna end up getting that deflect shield out, and the big Mappa. Oh no! The pile bunker didn't end up hitting. I know that Sin has a weird air hitbox, which does miss. You got it, Jeek. My bad.
It's all right. Ugio's got to reboot out here, guys. We got to hold down the power button as Domi gets that fast RC after the throw. Able to get this game too. Strong stuff here from our Sin, being able to calm down this clone.
You know, he's doing such a great job at blocking these mixes and constant cross-ups. Cloned is trying to get that left-right mix going, trying to get that high-low started, but it seems like Dami has an answer for almost every situation.
My man is a grinder. Both these players, in fact. Probably getting ready for this upcoming Evo, man. Only around a month away, guys. Maybe if you'll be there, you'll be able to see both Ukio and I holding it down, playing some Guilty Gear Strive. You got to check us out for some friendlies. Come say hi, take a picture. Well, I mean, I won't volunteer you for too much, Ukio, but...
Oh, nah, come on, come meet me. I want to say hi to all of you. I fucking love Guilty Gear. And if I get to meet more people while I'm getting to play my favorite video game, oh yeah, why wouldn't I?
There we go, man. Hopefully we get to see each other. Right now, Domi gonna tire barrel you through saying, hey, no hugs and kisses out here. I'm still clapping cheeks. I'm trying to get to this $115 prize pool, guys. And if you want to contribute to that, exclamation point, Matcherino. Claim those codes. Still got a few left. Domi with a good anti-air into that hoof stomp. Gonna take Clone here through the wall.
Overhead is such a devious mix from Dami World, not even trying to get some pressure set up beforehand, and now doing the dash cancels, doing the dash to try to get you near the wall, goes for that Tyrant, that's not a Tyrant, that's Beak Driver, goes for the Beak Driver, but look at Clone, able to jump out the corner, able to get some pressure started, but the 6P is going to end up coming out.
Getting you with that 6K, or at least trying to pressure you with that 6K. Couldn't close things out because we didn't have the stamina after that hoof stomp, but it just delayed the inevitable, as I say. Domi's still able to close out that game, and in fact now has the lead 2-1.
You know, at one point, Clone got out to such a strong lead at the beginning of the set, going up 1-0, but Dami able to adapt, able to really change the wheels of fate into their favor, and going into this game 4, it's such... What the fuck is that?
Well, Ugi, are you okay, man? Ugi, are you good? Anyways, here we go. Game 4 coming out here, guys. We're going to see what's happening. Amazing DP right there. Domi, however, going to get bursted back by Clone. Going to change our own burst as well. And the trade hit pays off for this Slayer. Dude, that's some awesome reaction, play, pressure. Clone able to turn that trade into a wall break.
And now using these Kara Dandies to really make the situation go. Such low health, but gonna spend all 100 anyways, trying to send that message, trying to knock the confidence loose out of Dami, and now still in this set. Oh, wow.
Strong stuff. Ugi, what you laughing about over there, man?
You're making me sound crazy out.
All right, sorry guys. I was playing around with my screen share. I was showing Ukio some stuff. Anyways, here we go. So nice counter hit here off that 2H. Domi It's going to take Clone here through the wall, and we keep all that stamina too, man. It's scary, bro, when you got the positive bonus on the side of this Sin, plus the stamina, and dealing that damage, by the way. Clone's going to have to fight back this uphill battle. She does have this counter hit 2D confirm, however, and that's all it's going to be. Of course, the life lead was in her favor, so able to shut down that resource usage from Domi, evening up the games. We're going to game 5, Ukyo.
One thing that I keep seeing, it's what made me need to reboot earlier, is Clone keeps going for this bunker route that tries to pass through the Dami as they're stuck in the air from the Roman cancel. And I know that Sin has a really weird air hitbox, and it messes with a lot of Clone Slayer's other routes, to be fair. So maybe trying to go for something that might not work, I don't know. But going and getting that burst out from Dami in such a strong spot right now, 5K, 2D, goes for the dash through, it tricks up the dandy step. Why did she get my punch?
Oh man, and we're gonna get you through with this 100-meter super, bro. Clone getting 2 of them in 1 set, and it's like her 4th tonight or something.
Overall, definitely swimming for the fences with these 100-meter supers right now, trying to send a message, get into Dami, that she is on set point right now, not them. Gets a big 5P anti-air, goes to try and be patient, tries to bait out a DP, but it doesn't end up working. Now, Dami has got cloned in the corner, a little bit of a roll reversal, gets the big throw, and now Clone trying to use that backdash, trying to maybe get a Hand of Doom in, but that Tyrant Rave doesn't send us through the wall.
Hey man, I've seen Clone come back in situations like this one before. Domi being very active and defensive around those master hammers though, but the far slash connects. Domi does have the burst here. We'll have to see if he uses it, and when. But look at this damage. Ukyo, one more hit to take it. Domi finally uses that burst and answers the round with the 2P dog. Okay, at least Clone got the burst, but man, she almost took the whole set.
So incredibly close there, going for these Masters hammers, and they're just not working out the way you would want. The DP comes out from Dami, uses a little bit of stamina to keep that advantage, to keep things going, has to use all the stamina left, but only thing left on Dami's side is 50 tension, uses it for a PRC, gets the empty K, Dandy goes for the mix, gets a big anti-air hit, and now Dami is jumping around playing spaghetti neutral, but ends up catching cloned.
Oh man, oops, all pile bunkers. We're gonna get you back into this corner. We're gonna get this wall splat. An amazing set from both players. Pat's on back, but Clone's gonna be the one staying on this winner side.
I'm not biased. I'm sorry. I'm not biased at all. All right, what great play there from both of these players, doing such a great job keeping each other on their toes. And Dami World, while in losers, still has such a great chance of running this bracket. Such a strong player. We've already seen them once on stream versus Danny of all players, and now going farther into this top 8, Clone on winner side, Dami on loser side.
And we're gonna be moving down to the loser side of the bracket now, y'all. We'll have to see how things continue to pan out. Oh, I did studio mode so that you wouldn't see it, but I actually messed up, and I'm trying to get the high racks back up. We're feeling a little loose tonight. Don't worry, I added your next players. I'm just having fun over here. Ukyo, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great right now. You know, Guilty Gear is such a strong game, and whenever you get into such a high damage and high frequency situations like these, you get a lot of great matches.
We got another good match coming up here. It's on the loser side, but no losers on the screen, guys. It's going to be Symphakai up against Danny, and I'm being educated. I'll speak for myself. This Unica Symphakai is the first time I've seen it, at least here in the Jeekly. I'm sure that they've been playing it on their stream. You got to go check them out sometime. Danny, of course, streaming his bracket run right now on that Sin Kisk, man. Kai Kisk, goddamn. Sorry, I got to put more respect on Danny Elmaza himself as he gets this red RC. Going to take Symphakai through this wall with that Sacred Edge. Strong start to this set.
outplays almost everybody in the entire cast. So I saw them on Slayer a couple of nights ago in FNF, but I don't put it past them to even have a Sin in their back pocket. 2K2D coming out from Simpukai, but Danny not afraid to DP. Orange Wild Assault, letting Danny continue the turn, going in for the Fujiwara, catches the backdash, gets the burst bait in such high-level gameplay, and reads back to back to back. Goes for the Dire Clot whiff into Dire Clot hit, gonna end up breaking the wall.
Shouts to the Twitch chat said, I've seen Danny Potemkin. Bro, Danny Potemkin has 3-0'd my ass in Tower. So I've seen Danny on quite a few characters as well, y'all. But Simfukai saying, I don't care what character it is, I'm gonna send you through this wall. But Danny, with so much resources to use, it looks like the 5 DRC is gonna be all we need. Danny taking this first game.
Just RC, my mix is crazy. That, hey, Danny's just like that. Danny is like that. But Simpukai did make it close, is trying to bring it back into their favor. Not flavor, because that's not that word. But Simpukai still sticking to the Unica and doing such a great job with her. You know, these plus frames and, you know... you got it. You got it. I'm just talking. I'm rambling.
Yo, we got it. We got to unplug and replug. Ukyo over here at Simpukai is gonna hit you with that Michael knife. We got that thingamabob spinner move, and we got the what was it, the blue jazz. We got everything over here, guys. Anyone know what the hell we're talking about? You got to go watch the other Simpukai game as we get an awesome 5P anti.
Oh my god!
Dude, I'm gonna lock in a bit because that was an amazing conversion from Simpukai.
I mean, Simpukai is doing such a great job at just converting off of anything with that Razzle Dazzle or Stars Burst or Arbalest stance is what it's really called. And now Danny giving her a taste of her own medicine, putting her back through the wall, and Simpukai going for that burst. They've been doing such a great job at managing these resources and gets a big counter hit.
Now, I don't mean to spoil the anime, but we make the jokes about Kai beating Sin's ass, belt to ass. We need to, hey, there's, we're being fair to all genders over here. We're belt to ass against Unica as well. Kai disciplining all the kids out here, but we're getting in. Simpukai gonna get thrown back after trying to stay safe on that gun dipper, but this time it connects. We have the red RC. Danny was ready with that burst, but great shots here from Simpukai, able to even up the rounds.
At this point, Danny playing that Kai might have to put Simpukai in timeout, because sometimes you gotta discipline the kids, make sure that they're still in line. But Simpukai is doing a great job at controlling almost anything that Danny wants to do, really making those plus frames work for them and making Danny have to try to swim through this.
Yeah.
The Sin.
Yeah, we're fighting over the graham crackers out here. Sin said it's my turn to eat the lizards. Unica gonna try to fight back. Simpukai actually able to get Danny to swap off that Kai Kisk, man. That is pretty, hey, I'd wear that on my sleeve. Of course, Danny, we were just saying earlier, man, Ukyo was saying about all these other strong characters that Danny's able to pilot at a very high level. We've seen the Bridget, I've seen Chip, then we've seen the HC, chat set Potemkin, and now you're seeing the Sin. As we send you through, we're gonna able to get that food. Simpukai does have 50 tension though.
It's my turn in top 8, Dad, and I need a oh my god, what is that on the screen? Able to get a big far slash, goes for that follow-up, trying to give shades of following up after everything you're doing with another dash, goes for the 2S follow-up, and now we're just back in neutral. Kids being kids, trading weapon slashes with weapon slashes, and Simpukai goes up with 1 round on the board.
Disney's like, hey Kai, can you go check on the kids? I think one of them is shooting the other one with a laser gun. Hitting him with the thingamabob, whatchamacallit.
The razzle dazzle stance gets the big DP. Goes for the low, the daughter dipper gonna come in, gets a 2H into the Arbalest stance, big DP with that enhance. Normally it would wall bounce, but getting that wall stick there, and Danny not having any of it, gets a big counter hit, forces that burst out of Simpukai, and Simpukai wants to stop him from getting any momentum at all cost, and Simpukai going up 2-1 right now.
Man, strong stuff. Hey, I don't mean the backseat, bro. I'm probably gonna sound annoying here, but I wonder if we should just go back to the Kai, man. I don't know if the Kai had anything wrong with it, and right now Simfakai looks pretty strong against this Sin. So we'll have to see what Danny has in his back pocket. Whatever my man decides to stay on, I know that he has what it takes to make it far in this bracket. Ukio alluded to it earlier. Shouts to Avarice from OEG. Helped us put together some data where we found out that Danny El Maza actually has won the most Jeeklys ever by far. Jack is creeping up, and I think in third place is Red. I am not. But Danny, the king of this bracket, I'm going to keep it a buck.
I mean, not only like just such a strong player, but right now, but has been such a strong player since the game released, if I recall. I haven't been in this competitive scene for very long, but it seems like Danny has been around forever.
Yeah, my man been sipping on Modelo's, playing Strive since y'all were born. But that was that one Danny stream. He came in playing only Chip for like Jeekly 17 or whatever. And I'm like, why is he on Chip? I've never seen him on Chip in the Jeekly. And I go to his stream and my man was tweaking on the Modelo's, bro. But here we go. Sacred Edge gonna get this hard knockdown. Dude, we are clapping cheeks right now.
That sounds lit as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie.
I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. I mean, I don't know. He streamed it. I don't know. My man,
that
he was 4 tall boys in by the time I got to his stream, man. He was having fun.
That stream was crazy to watch. I'm gonna be so real. And now Danny just getting that belt out, slap it, like doing the little pull apart thing, the little slap. Yeah, getting ready. It's 2-2 right now. Such a close set. Both of these players are playing to their highest level, but Simpukai is gonna be the one swinging first. He gets a big DP.
Oh man, getting that shock state. Playing around with those stun edges, some good angles on him too. Simfakai just trying to weave under them, but Danny was just shooting you back even point blank like that. Gonna use that fast RC off of that stun dipper to get the 6K. Simfakai here in the corner. They're trying to get out with those gunshots. 6P into that gun dipper back. We got the Michael knife pulling up. The PRC actually was able to see that burst, but Danny was still able to weave it in.
All of the projectiles, and Simpukai ends up shooting through stun dipper into the RC, gonna put Danny on round point, getting the wind up for that belt. Hit him with the Y IATA.
Oh yeah, dude, that laser is so strong against the entire cast. Don't hold up, don't pass go, don't collect $200, but we're gonna get that counter hit. Unfortunately, couldn't get the dire clad after, but we're still pulling up on Simfakai here. We got that tension, but the PRC keeps that gun dipper stave. Simfakai gonna run up, but we're ready with that vapor thrust.
It's the tap dust, gonna go into a stun edge combo here. Gets the HVV, and now we're gonna send through the wall. Danny's routing is so clean.
He knows how to play this Kai Keys character. 6P into the RTL Simfakai.
The one button confirm.
Yeah, she didn't. Excuse me, they didn't have the chance to burst. Danny, with that quick confirm in the RTL, is going to move on to this bracket, but pats on backs to Simfakai, playing an awesome Unica.
Button confirm there from Danny. Such awareness to know that they got the counter hit. Maybe predicted it, maybe saw it in the future, but able to secure this set 3-2.
Strong stuff, man.
Oh, wow.
Strong stuff. Let me make sure all these games are reported, by the way. What was the Domi clone set? Was it 3-1 clone?
Was it 3-1 or 3-2?
I think it was 3-2, actually.
Was it 3-2? I know that cloned won, but I don't remember if it was 3-2 or not.
They'll help me fix it. Chat, you guys remember? We're fixing it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
And then that one was also 3-2, but this time for Danny.
Yeah, for Danny, yeah. They had the Sin set in the middle. Oh, Scissors ended up making it? Oh, hell yeah.
It was 3-2.
Did they make it all the
way
way from pools? Oh, wow.
What's that? What's that with you?
Scissors made top 8 all the way after losing in pools, making it all the way through loser's side. That is insane.
Scissors a very strong player, seeded to make it very far in this bracket. I mean, the only one that, like, quote unquote shouldn't be here by the upsets, by the seeding, is Enzog, who I'm gonna keep it a buck. We misseeded that man because he was playing against Jack just a moment ago on winner's side. But here's our next match coming up. Ukyo, you got this one, my man.
Sure can. All right, everybody. Loser side, top 8 of the Jeekly. Scissors coming in on that Anji. You know, as local face, see them around a good bit, even in the Jeek League, but Red I Am Not. As Jeek alluded to earlier, top 3 in wins all time for the Jeekly. Such a strong player. We did see them once before on stream on that Nagaryuki, but deciding to switch to the tried and true here, sending Scissors through the wall, gets that Typhoon cancel, going for more and more pressure, but what a back throw from Scissors.
Strong stuff, man. Able to close it out right here. That first round, Red showing you that Gold Lewis strength. Gonna BT you back afterwards, catching you on that wake up, saying, Scissors, you gotta block if I'm hitting you with this one. Getting the throw on the spin as well. Scissors does have this burst here to play with. We may see it in a moment, but some good defense regardless. Able to keep those 5Ds back.
So goes for the 6P, tries to go for the spin, and the back hit of that Typhoon gonna let Red I Am Not confirm into more of those cancels and seal out the game. Season 4 Gold Lewis is a different kind of monster.
So I had the stats, guys. I'll make a graphic hopefully soon on this one. Red and SQ actually tied for first place wins, but I think Red won the Jeekly 61, so that would put Red above SQ. That's 8 wins for Red, 7 for SQ. Jack has 11 complete wins over the Jeekly, and at the top spot is Danny at 17, and there's been 60 brackets. My man wins completely 33% just about of every Jeekly.
Oh my god, that is insane.
Yeah, at least when you put it that way. Here we go. Going on to this game 2, we got to see what Scissors has in their pockets for this Gold Lewis.
So much you can do here, especially whenever against a player like Red I Am Not. Been piloting this character at such a high level for such a long time, and you know, these buffs only make them stronger, not only as a character but as a player themselves. And now Scissors has their back to the wall, goes for the spin through, and Red I Am Not able to recover in time, able to get that block, able to get that just block on the walk in 2P. The Typhoon ends up missing, and now goes for the overhead looping situation. The backdash BRC. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that air throw though. I know I said earlier how pretty it was. Trying to get that 5D, but Red was ready with that YRC and that quick scoop back BT as well, man. Dude, that's something that's really cool about Behemoth Typhoon, man. Like, everyone is so niche, right? Like, they all are, like, I mean, I don't know, big overhead, big coffin, big damage, right? But able to do some quick ones to scoop you around, to go for the mix. Of course, Red is probably one of the best in terms of being clued into how to use those BTs in very niche situations.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, one thing that I really like about Gold Lewis is the fact that he can go for something called the Aurora Borealis backbreaker. It's so funny to me. But the tap does. Gonna let Red I Am Not go up 2-0 right now. Scissors on their back feet here, but not one to give up. Not one to be out of a set until it's finished. They can definitely still pull this back.
Strong stuff, man. Scissors, one of the strongest Anjis we have here in the scene, especially this net play scene. Love seeing this Anji play. If you're learning this character, man, if you somehow don't already know who Scissors is, then you got to get clued in. We got to see what kind of comebacks they have here. And Ukyo said it earlier. My man was right. The Slayer's coming out.
sometimes you just need a change of pace. And Slayer is one of the characters that can definitely help you do that, especially whenever you're on a more defensive character like Anji, one who wants to stay back, one who wants to kind of try to spin through all of your moves and force you to make mistakes. But Slayer capitalizes off mistakes. Slayer makes those mistakes that you make impact more, but doesn't necessarily force them out. Going in here, gets the 2H, and we're starting to see shades of why that matters. Goes for the cross-up, 2S, has the combo, but the close slash doesn't end up coming out. The 2H OTG does help out though, and Red I am not gonna start getting that overhead, has the PRC, and this is gonna break the wall. Tap does end up coming out, the 2P gonna end up connecting, but Red I am not gonna be able to secure the round after all. Such close stuff going back and forth. Oh, there's the backbreaker, but no BRC to make an Aurora Borealis. Able to go for that JH jump in for the meaty. Goes for the K Dandy, gets the step back, P Mappa hunch, trying to make Red I am not crack, but the only one. Oh, this, the BRC! Aurora Borealis backbreaker. Might have heard me talking about it. Goes for the 2S, trying to get the cross up, but constant guard crush and the charge dust gonna send us into the air.
Strong play right here, and I love that very confident jump up there from Scissors. Almost linked all that together off of that 2K, and the cross up on that Master's Hammer into that bite. One more hit would take it for either player. Red with a great tech after that YRC. Scissors getting those plus frames after that Master's Hammer, and the 2S stagger closes out that round. Still set point here for Red I am not.
Still in a very good spot, as Jeek was just saying, but Scissors finally making a comeback. I believe that's the first round they've taken in a little bit. Slayer really giving another breath of life, but oh no, that pile bunker ends up whiffing. Has to use the deflect shield to get Red I am not out of their face, and the FD can only buy you so much time. What a great jump out of the corner though.
Gonna use that 2H routing, bro. You don't see that move every day. But when you do, it's because Red's gonna kill your ass with it. Strong stuff. Scissors showing us an amazing play on both the Anji, both the Slayer, making their way up to this top 8. But Red I am not's gonna move on today.
In that top 3 for wins, tied with SQ or in the lead, as you said?
In the lead by 1. In the lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the lead. So Red I am not, definitely a strong player, and Scissors put up a good fight. That might have been a 3-0, but it didn't feel like it.
Gonna keep it 1,000 with you. My start GG is being weird and isn't moving some of the players forward, which is weird. I don't know if you guys see that on your end. If you do exclamation point brackets, I'm trying to figure out what to do here. It looks like for some reason it's not moving Domi down to this loser side for some reason.
So it didn't move clone to winners versus Jack.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why
weird.
It's doing that. I don't know why, but you guys see that, right? We're not crazy. So let me see. Report. It says match completed. Submit results. Let me just do it again. Maybe that's all I had to do. I don't know why it's doing that. I have an ad playing, by the way, guys, so that's why I'm killing time right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, though.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
It looks like the score is reported, but it's not. Oh, that's weird.
At mods, can someone help me with bracket? It's not moving players forward? I don't know how to explain.
But Red I am not got moved forward. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's only this Domi cloned game. I think I bugged it out or something. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna click reset match. Okay, so I reset the match, and now I'm gonna click 3-2 because clone won 3-2, right? I'm gonna click submit.
Yes. 3-2.
And oh, it fixed it. Okay.
Oh.
Never mind, just fixed it. Lol. Okay, whatever. Whatever, my bad. Sorry for the false alarm. Okay, guys, we're good to start this next match. Sorry about that.
You love to see it.
And Captain Newkhead, thank you for that follow, homie. I never said it earlier, but thank you very much. And Test My Luck is over there on the YouTube chat. Not Test Your Luck. I got that mixed up. I apologize. But Test My Luck is over there right now. So what's going on, guys? And, of course, we got Jesse holding it down on that YouTube side. Huzzah! Avoided percussive maintenance. There you go. Huzzah! All right, y'all. Okay. So we're just waiting on Danny and Domi, and then we'll be good to go. Let's see. Can I mean, I don't know. Can should we just wait? We'll see. Okay.
Really
They said give him 2 minutes, so let's wait 2 minutes here real quick, guys. No big deal. Who's in the room, by the way? We do got Danny in the room. We're just waiting on Domi.
I got
Should we run a diff match, or you're gonna be quick? Because we can. Sorry, guys. Just doing the admin stuff. Ukio's gonna hold it down with Hyrax on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just look at him. Look at it. It's great. Look at him. I will say though that so far these sets have been going pretty well, if I'm honest. Like, one thing that I've seen from a lot of these players is just the ability to adapt, and it's so important at a high level. Danny showing it there, going down, I believe, in set count at one point, but able to pull it back. And even so, I believe it was cloned. I think she was down 2-1 at one point, but able to win the set 3-2. And it's just composure and the ability to adapt. It's such an important part of this set, and you're making it bigger. Why? the simply riff, I can't.
Has it been 2 minutes? Okay, it's been 2 minutes. I don't want to be like that. Oh no, he literally just joined. Of course, every time I complain, every time I say anything, they join right away. So my bad. I just need to shut up. All right, here we go. Here, I'll do this one.
Yes.
I got this one.
Thank you. Oh no, another belt to ass. Oh no.
All right, y'all. This match is interesting. We are here on the loser side playing for 5th place here at the Jeekly 62. But this match is also a run back. Danny and Domi saw each other earlier in pools, and then Danny was able to make it through regardless. And now they're fighting up against Domi World for this run back set.
Domi using all of that stamina, but not able to get the clean hit. Doesn't send Danny through the wall and gives Danny a chance to take the corner back for himself. And now goes for the Roman cancel, maybe trying to catch that burst off, but no, doesn't end up getting it. 2K gonna check that gazelle step, and now Domi decides to spin the burst.
Spending that burst, taking this Kai out back. Man, so low. Domi able to still take that round despite being so low HP. You know that one's gonna hurt, man. No human being doesn't feel bad after that one, but maybe Danny, a seasoned competitor, can stay calm, stay collected, and try to close out this set. Domi doing some great anti-airs though, doing some good jobs with this stamina, able to 6P through the fireball as well. Dude, Domi just showing off right now.
Smart 6P2, making it to where they don't get the shock state on them because they just don't get hit by it. They don't block it. They don't get the hit. Now going for that eat, getting that free buffs. I mean, because they're already stuck to the wall. Why not? Why not just go for it? Goes for the jumping normal, and Danny, while being down in life, isn't out of the game yet, but Domi goes for that BRC, gonna send you tumbling across the screen and puts us into the second game while they're up 1-0.
Strong stuff, man. Now there's a chance we see Danny do that swap again. I don't think he needs to. I think it's more so just a matter of Domi playing super hot right now. So we're gonna have to lock in a bit and take our man and ground him. And in fact, I meant that like figuratively, like we need to like humble like Domi, but I actually made the Kai Sin joke.
It got the double meanings, you know. Have you thought about becoming a rapper, Jeek?
Oh, you guys do not want to hear me try that one. You not want to hear me try that one. Shout out to middle school Jeek. Anyways, here we go. We're gonna get some Jeek lore out here. Domi right now stringing some stuff together with that 2H, gonna get that eat in as well. Danny does have this tension to play with, but Domi doing a good job with that 2K, stuffing back the scum dipper, and takes this round in game 2.
already taking the round and keeping the burst to boot. A big counter hit from that Kai far side and gets the shimmy, doing some ultimate neutral out here. But that counter hit JS, and look at this conversion from Dami. Gonna push to the corner, gonna spin 2 bars of stamina, but it doesn't end up mattering. That positive bonus is so incredibly valuable for Sin.
Yeah, man, you got two resource bars down there, but Danny, say I don't care what resources you got, I'm sending you through. I'm getting that shock state on you. Trying to run up as well. Very confident, man. Dude, Danny on you like a fly with these throws. Gonna take you over here with this vapor thrust route. Domi did get their burst back and is going to live that interaction. Dude, Domi won on a pixel before, but not this time. Danny able to close it out with that far slash.
Bar slash is such a great button, really showing the value that you can get off of it. Now going in for that faking out, trying to get that jump back, baiting a grab, and now Dami able to push the situation, but doesn't have any stamina though. And now you're in this Danny pressure, constant plus frame, constant strike throw, constant mix.
Counter hit close slash on that DP bait, went for the red RC. The Sea of Domi wanted the burst, but was able to still route into that burst safe combo. Danny only needs one more hit to take it. It's going to be the whiff punish far slash. Awesome clapback game right there from Danny Almaza.
The set up 1-1 right now, and I don't think it could be any closer with how these rounds are turning out. Danny finally getting into a depth, finally getting into that groove that we're so used to seeing them in, or at least I am in all the brackets that I've seen. I've gotten the chance to play against Danny before in bracket. That's a different kind of animal.
Duel 1.
Gets a big counter hit far slash to start the round. Mirrors of what we saw in that last game starting out. Danny though using that burst, knowing what Dami can do in the throw clash. Big 6P.
Counter hit right there lined up for Danny, but Domi was able to get that burst. So Danny unfortunately is going to lose that tension as well. Danny going to Domi rather going to FD you back. Still has that stamina as long as we get a good hit in the PRC to try to keep some of these whiffs safe. Dude, I love how confident both these players are in taking space, man. And you don't need to do so with these approaching special moves that both these characters possess. You can do so with just walk up block, and it's such a strong option. Both these players showing you why.
Not only in controlling space, but where they're standing, but also by contesting space. Not letting anybody have a free jump in, not having anybody have a free walk in. So not only are they great at contesting space and controlling it, but they're great at making it so hard to gain and go forward.
Getting that 2K to get that tumble wall splat. Domi was ready to spend that stamina. Danny getting pushed back here, but getting that stun dipper for the soft knockdown. 5D2. Danny is so good at realizing that the red RC is coming and then mixing you up with that 5D, building the meter on the hit, and then confirming or keeping himself safe if he has to. Such a good use of that tension.
Tried going for that safe jab there that I know Kai has with that 5K. Now going for another burst bait, 6K, and that is the second time that Danny has been able to bait Dami into bursting off of that 6K combo routing.
Dude, strong stuff, man. Chrome said, see, Danny is a monster from the 5th game on. That's what I said.
That's exactly what I said. Check the logs.
And shout out to Avers. Avers, we were shouting out your stats earlier, friend. Thank you for doing that. That's the Avers I was talking about, by the way, who helped us do those stats. Shouting out that Danny has the most Jeekly wins, period. We're going to see if he can do so again tonight. He's going to have to get through Domi World in this run back match, and the set's not over yet. Of course, Danny has the lead, but Domi was the one who put Danny here in the first place. We'll have to see if Danny can make this run back, this comeback, this, get his revenge, or if Domi's going to prove that this is his seat in the top 8.
Right. Dami's making a strong case for it, using that 6K, getting some plus frames on their side, run up 6P into the 1 button, confirm into the Tyrant Ray. Maybe if you gotten a clean hit, it would have killed, going in for that safe jump. And now Scum Dipper RC, and what a fuzzy jump from Dami, getting out of that throw, getting that hard read, and getting around on the board.
Using that stamina to line up the close slash. Look at this routing. Try to go for that 6K, but Danny said, hey, man, you got to keep those true. Actually, even if it was true, was ready with the DP. Gonna get this throw as well. Domi does have tension to play with here, Ukio, but we don't need the tension yet. We're just gonna spend it on that DP stamina cancel.
Just using the stamina, goes for the run up overhead, and Danny decides to burst automatically. Doesn't want to let Domi have any kind of momentum, but he finds a way. Sin finds a way and gets the free buff while they're stuck against the wall, and now Danny has to be patient, has to get back, but Domi is gonna go up into this game 5 with Danny. As you said, Jeek, it is a run back, but man, oh, we're going to game 5.
Dude, this has been awesome stuff from both of these players. I've been really liking and enjoying this set so far. Very confident right there from Domi. You saw, I think was a 2P on the 6P startup from Danny. So Domi very confidently pressing into that startup of that command normal. But game 5 coming in, guys. If you're having fun watching this stuff, I'm going to do some quick shills. If you please claim a Matcherino code while you're at it. And also, if you're watching on the YouTube or if you're checking out here on Twitch, please give that channel a subscriber or a subscription rather. I would really appreciate y'all. Domi trying to get this 2P locked in. Danny trying to show you the power of that far slash, but we're just going back and forth, man. It's pretty scrambly so far, Ukio.
Trying to use these defensive options and using that IBFD to push out Danny, and now we get to see something we've seen so many times before. That dive kick conversion gonna send us through the wall. Still 1 bar of stamina on our side. JP is gonna end up coming out. Scum Dipper RC tries to go for the stagger pressure, but Domi's not having it at all. Gonna go spin that stamina and put themselves on set point.
Domi playing so strong, saying, hey, I deserve this spot. I proved it once, I'll prove it again. Of course, Danny playing so hot in this set, but able to burst to keep that wall break from coming out. Domi getting this whip throw punished. Danny's going to take you to the wall. In fact, send you through after that one. All of a sudden, this round, we're evened up.
Version from Danny has infinite knowledge on this character, it seems. Gets that 1 counter hit, and now the RTL gonna come out. Goes for the Roman cancel drift backward, goes up for the throw, and Domi, you're stuck in the vortex now.
FD pushes you back. The elk hunt doesn't manifest into anything quite yet. Domi not spending that stamina yet. In fact, going to YRC through that 5D, spending the stamina now to close it out. Danny playing so awesome in this tournament, guys. But Domi World's going to keep that spot here in the top 8, going to move on.
Danny doing such a great job at defending and playing offense, sending it to game 5, but Domi just barely able to inch them out. Such a strong appearance from this player, but this top 8 is also just as stacked.
Man, I feel like I can't say it, man, because I'm biased, obviously, but dude, I don't know, man. These tournaments always look so crazy with the player pool that we have, and we're moving on. We're playing it crazy over here. This is a matchup I don't think I've ever seen in a Jeekly.
I'm gonna be real. I don't ever think I've seen a Bedman in the Jeekly before.
Oh, there's been a couple here and there.
Really? Oh, 37 Rats, I guess. No, that's Academy. Have they played it in Open yet?
Off the top of my head, okay, guys, we're trying to figure out how many Bedmen we've had before. Big shouts to Tekamek. For sure have had Tekamek playing over here in the Jeekly before. I want to say there was another one I'm missing. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm blanking on you, but right now it's going to be Enzog up against Red. I am not. Red going to have to spend that burst. Enzog doing some good stuff with those pins, but that level 2 drone was still on the screen. You had to sit here in the corner with it.
Red not showing a decent mastery of the set so far, punishing out that Enzog backdash. What a call out, but Enzog able to get the corner themselves, able to force Red I Am Not to have to hold back, and now going into the corner switch once again. That grenade gonna end up coming out, and now you're holding down back for your life. Enzog gonna end up losing health first. Red I Am Not putting a round on the board.
I need to do a quick shout out, guys, to Mr. Danny Almaza himself. Big shout outs to him. He played so hot in this tournament. The king of the Jeekly, by the way. The biggest winner in terms of Jeekly wins. Danny, I don't know if you are aware, but you have like 17 wins in the Jeekly combined. So you are the biggest winner here in the Jeekly. So big shout out to you. Thank you for that for that raid. You came in just in time. Red I am not getting the perfect here to start off this set against Enzog.
Dog is playing so hot right now, but you're running up into buzzsaws like Jack and Red I am not back to back. That's gotta suck. But you can only go up from here. It can only go up from here. Only one game on the board so far, and Red I am not has it. You can definitely still pull it back. I have faith.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. There are some players that Red has trouble with, or at least goes to that consistent game 5 with. But dude, sometimes when Red's on the screen, man, against some players, against some matchups, you are not getting through this person, bro. So we'll have to see. Enzog, of course, I would love to see. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I would love to see the upset here. Enzog, the people's champ here on the bed, man. But Red doing a good job of keeping you in the corner with these BTs and using that security cancel, by the way, to get a mix up, to get Enzog frame trapped and then wall spot through the wall.
End up getting that big 5P though. Keep just spinning throughout the air like a top in Red. I am not gonna take that round there. Jesus.
Yeah, dude, when Red's winning, they are winning. Like it's I want to say feast or famine, but it's like, I don't know, it's feast or all you can eat, man. I don't know how to word it, but
it's feast or slight lunch.
Yeah, there you go. Or a big lunch, a brunch.
A brunch.
Dude, okay, Enzog only got 1 HP. You gotta FD through all of that minigun. Enzog.
No.
Enzog just said, "Fuck it, homie. Just shoot me, bro. We're going to game
Just shoot
3."
me, bro. Hey, but if you're sleeping on this bed, you're making a big mistake. They've been playing so hot so far, and they can definitely still make it through, but man, just taking the bullets going to the next game. Oh, wow. Who's the Bedman? Better spin to win than Bedman. Hell, the coffin is probably a better bet than Bedman at this point. It's so sad. Chrome. Chrome's spitting in chat right now. Right.
Going into game 3, guys. Working out in this Discord, making sure all of our players know what's going on. Red trying to get some started with that JD. Nice just block, by the way. Great defense right there. But Enzog pulling up on you on this bed.
I mean, and using these error follow-ups constantly and getting this advantage, getting these plus frames, getting these guard crushes, and now Red I am not gonna hit you with the overhead typhoon, but you can only block so long whenever you're blocking a player like Red I am not. Gonna keep that wall bounce going, and look at all that health fall off. You know, Bedman got that buff to get some of the highest health in the game, but a character like Gold Lewis makes it look like nothing.
Yeah, Bedman on Ozempic right now, because you're right, that HP was just falling right off. Red trying to get in though. Nice mix up with that JD. Red was able to block it, but then we got this back throw. Nice far slash into that Kobe ball. You're gonna have to hold this pull up. Red feeling confident about this round, actually gonna burst you back.
Enzog playing that very passive game, and Red I'm not able to take it, but Enzog is still in a great spot right now. Still has that burst and has that counter hit far slash. Gonna be able to get their game plan started. The JS gonna pull you in, the far slash gonna push you out, and now they're letting it rip, getting this constant pressure. The only thing building for them right now is risk.
Shouts to the Twitch chat, everybody out here having fun. We're having fun in the game as well. I know Red is with these BTs swinging around. Enzog got you picked up though. Enzog, the people's champ out here on this bed, man. Loving watching them play tonight. We got to see if they can close it out here against one of the strongest Jeekly players. Red I am not. 3rd place for Jeekly total wins, and Enzog is taking a round off them right here in this losers quarters-finals.
If you can make it bleed, you can 100% kill it. One round goes into one game, goes into one set, and it's just that close right now. Enzog stuck in the corner though, constantly trying to FD, gets a big JD counter hit, but decides to back off, decides to play patient, wants Red I'm not to spin that burst, and the Wild Assault does come out.
Using that security, man, dude. Red is so awesome with those security BTs. It looks so strong when it's in their hands. Gonna send Enzog through the wall with this super. In fact, gonna send them out of the bracket. Red Eye Now's gonna move on, but guys, let's give another clap in the chat for Enzog, the people's champ, out here on this bed, man, showing us an awesome. Dude, did you see that? I never saw that animation before. Do you see how it sucks the bed up?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never seen that. Unfortunately, I don't have it in the replay, guys, but when Goluz beats Bedman, the bed gets sucked up in the fucking thing, and Delilah's like hanging onto the bed. That was so
Up to
awesome.
like side of the bed.
I've never seen that before. I've never paid attention to that. Okay,
Me
next
neither.
match is coming up, guys. Enzog, thank you for that follow, homie. And thank you very much. Yo, Enzog, the people's champ, guys. I mean, we all were loving watching Enzog play. Can we keep it a buck? Happy to see them make it into that top 8 in the first place. And then playing against some awesome players. But, I mean, dude, if you went down to Jack, Red I Am Not, that's a dub. So.
You lost the first and second place. That's like...
Yeah, the only 2 people you lost to were fucking Jack and Red I Am Not. Dog. That's a dub. All right, Uki, you got this one?
Oh, yeah, 100%. All right, we have winners finals here at the Jeekly, a set that we've seen time and time again. Grand finals, losers finals, top 8. We have Jack coming in on that happy chaos a lot here recently, slowly climbing up those rankings in Jeekly wins, but we have Cloned on the other side. Someone that's been able to make the king bleed multiple times, getting burst traded on both sides, and now trying to backdash those bullets, but the Hand of Doom ends up canceling those invul frames. Now we're sending through the wall. The Deus Ex Machina gonna give us a hard knockdown.
Strong stuff, guys. By the way, Jack has only ever lost in the Jeekly to 2 players ever. One of them was classified and the other was cloned. So if anyone is going to upset Jack here, it's gonna be her. Jack, however, locking it in and taking this first round though. Nice stuff with that Master's Hammer, but Jack with a really good backdash to get away from that hitbox.
Oh, the Taco Kit coming out on the other side. Jack trying to get some mix of his own, or their own, I should say, going for the close /6K, able to get that big counter hit, and now you're going through the wall. Clone is going to be on her back, but still has the burst. Such a little health, but all you need is one hit if you're Slayer.
Looks like it's going to be that JS and the burst bait on the other side. Jesus Christ, Jack taking this first game very strong like. But Clone, dude, I mean, that's the thing, dude. Slayer, feast or famine, right? We're either going to get beat up, we're going to get controlled, zoned down, we're going to get perfected, or we're going to pile bunker, loop your ass into next week. So we'll have to see what happens here in this game too.
It's... As a Slayer player myself, I definitely feel that. It's very feast or famine, but whenever you're eating, oh wow, it's good. It's so good. And you know, Jack going up 1 game here, we've seen this situation before. I know Jeek's already said it, but Clone has been able to take them down in the past, but that 5S gonna end up catching, and now Clone has no burst, spinning it automatically. The roll through, gonna get the gun flip, gonna push you to the wall. The Deus Ex money, as Dank would say.
Dude, shouts to Dank, by the way. My man probably running Friday night fights right now. They are over there hosting all kinds of awesome TO stuff in the scene. They're doing the Friday night fights, and they're probably going to do that Hunter bracket tomorrow. Bracket. Sign up for that one, guys. It's a monthly. Right now, Jack getting another perfect. Dude, that's 2 perfects back to back. Jack playing so strong right here.
Just trying to show why they feel, maybe feeling it tonight, maybe feeling like they can 100% get that win. And Clone getting grabbed out of that Master's Hammer. The 2H gonna come up, the It's Late gonna come on the other side. Close slash constantly looping into those 2Hs, trying to get that dainty step pressure going, but it's just not working here against Jack.
Oh, I love that. Able to forward advance and use that PRC to keep yourself active still. But Jack isn't holding any of this stuff, bro. Was ready to stuff you with the 2K. Canceling early into this super as well. Clone will get her burst on the other side, but Ukyo, I mean, dude, it's gonna take a miracle.
So real. I think Jack's defense is some of the strongest in Guilty Gear. Like, watching them block all these setups, watching them block all this stagger pressure, poking out, finding a way, it is insane. It's so hard to crack them open.
Especially with how good they are with a Barre, by the way, Ukyo. I mean, yeah, that like the lean into that, you know, using that 2S, using that 2P, able to push back Clone to stuff her out the 2K we saw literally in that same match with Danny step forward. It looked like she was about to go into the overhead, but Jack's not blocking high or low. My man is just kicking you with those little footies, and we're moving into game 3. We're going to see if Jack's going to make it to this grand final side.
They're one game away too, but Clone getting the color switch to color 12, maybe trying to get the tides reversed, trying to find it, dig deep. The roll through gonna end up hitting, and now Mappa Hunch gonna be there. The backdash gonna come out from Jack, getting away from that Master's Hammer, and now we're just sending it through the wall. The Deus Ex Machina.
Man, this is the evil clone, bro. This is a shadow clone.
Shadow clone.
Yeah, shit, we got some shadow cloned jutsu coming out right now. We're pulling up on you with that Danny step low. And I like that 5K from downtown as well. That's a big kick right there, and Clone's really good at using it. No way Jack was able to juggle you with the shots, push you up on the corner, and then shoot you through like that. What an awesome play.
I mean, Jack is doing such a great job right now, but a counter hit into the confirm. This does not kill, but we're going to be at such a low life total. This is going to do 100 good bit of damage. Oh my god, that did so much.
Isn't that supposed to kill?
No.
Is this
god,
crazy,
no.
Ukyo? I think I wanted that to kill.
Oh, I wanted it to kill too, but I'm not biased at all.
Oh, I mean, damn, 100 tension. I actually, you know what, dude? You put a gun to my head. I would have told you that was gonna kill. Master's Hammer comes out. Jack ready with the burst.
Sadly, it does have a good bit of scaling like we saw there, but definitely still does do a lot of damage and get handing out back shots. That's all I can say about that combo right there.
Jack, even with this universe debuff, is still going to be aggressive with that run up, and Clone's going to check you with that pile bunker splat. We're going to have to see. Jack does have full Happy Chaos resources, but Clone going for another command grab is actually going to answer that round. Still set point for Paragon's Jack, still stuffing you back with that 2K, shooting you down despite the flex shield and crossing you up as well.
Now, all Clone can do is just try to use these defensive options, FD, the flex shield, and Jack's not having none of it, kicking you like a soccer ball down the road, and now gonna send you into through the wall on your back. Now looking so good in this set.
That's gonna be it, Ukyo. Jack sealing it out with that perfect. Clone is still in this bracket, but she's gonna have to come back up from that loser side.
And it can definitely happen. We've seen Clone make such strong runs before, and you know, giving yourself a chance to lose a set while still in winner's side top 8 is such a strong thing to have in your back pocket.
All right, guys. Shouts to Creep. What's going on, homie? How you living, man? How you living, my friend? How's the chat doing? We got Chrome up in here as well. JTR still up in here, guys. You've been holding it down over here in the chat. I really appreciate you. We're running an ad right now, so you probably didn't hear anything I just said, but I do appreciate y'all. We got our next match coming up. It's going to be the loser side of the bracket. I'm hopefully running my last ad of the night, so you don't have to see any more of these guys. So I appreciate y'all being patient with those.
I look over at the chat. I was like, I wonder what they're doing over there. I look down. I have 19.7k channel points.
We'll figure out some way to use him eventually, man. I'm sorry I don't yet, guys. We'll figure something out, okay? Don't worry.
I just find it crazy I have so many. Have I commentated that many brackets with you?
Man, you added yourself as a lurker is what I'm hearing.
Hey, I like Guilty Gear. What do you want from me?
Well, no, you know what it was?
Watch good
part of
Guilty
those
Gear.
Academy brackets, bro.
Oh yeah, that's so right. Honestly, yeah. Watching while waiting for my matches to come up, that did take a lot of time. Yeah, Yeah.
Yo,
Jesse-
Jesse actually spitting right now. Jack is an inspiration and a demotivator at the same time. Okay. It's so it's so awesome to see how strong he is, but then when you see your favorite players go up against him, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. You know, Jack is one of the few players I have not played in bracket, and I'm gonna be real, I don't want to.
Yeah, if you play against Jack in bracket, it probably means you're bottom seed and he's your second round.
Either that or you made a crazy run. One of the two.
Or that. Okay, here we go. Who's got this one? I got this one.
I think you got that one because I announced the last one.
Down here on the loser side of the bracket, guys, loser semis to be exact. Domi's going to start off with a punish throw. They're going to be up against Red I Am Not, trying to crank out on this Gold Lewis, but these tick throws are going crazy. Domi, no more stamina to keep you back here in the corner, but a great air-to-air that jailback Red I Am Not, able to get out with that JD, that spin, that JH rather. Ukyo, this is going to be a fun one, man.
But yeah, 100%. You know, the knowledge checks right now are going both left and right. Dami using that DP to clash with that Typhoon and get themselves out of the corner. Almost like a free jump, and Dami able to take that first round. Both these players still have burst and all that stamina on one side. The only player that doesn't have it is Red I Am Not, trying to build that security gauge back.
Oh, using that 2P anti-air, Domi was ready with the burst. And I mean, you know, I agree with that burst pretty early on in this first round. You do have that lead, so you'll probably build it back up. But damn, the way Red started unlocking this potential, I don't know, man. You may lose this round before you end up getting that burst back. We're going to push you back with these BTs. Great counter hit there from Domi. Uses that stamina to turn this into a corner carry combo. Red was ready with that 2P on the other side.
Big counter hit, big far slash gonna come out here, able to get Red I Am Not on the board in this set. Already first game, and we're having trades back and forth, going for the jump in, maybe trying to go for that left-right mix. 6P gonna get the burst out, another counter hit, and Dami is just constantly looping this such strong advantage and pressure.
Iron Barrel comes out right here. Hard knockdown as well. Domi gonna run up on you with that close slash. Red got to live to see another interaction because Domi didn't have the stamina yet. In fact, I don't think, yeah, that's not going to kill, but we do have resources here on this other side. Red can deal a massive amount of damage if we get the right starter. Domi spends that burst.
Trying to go for those dash blocks, and you're exactly where Red I Am Not wants you. What a smart air grab from Dami there to secure the first game of the set.
Man, shouts to Domi World, man. Running that YouTube channel as well. Let me see if I can pull up the link to it real quick. Anybody got it on hand? Let's give our friend a shout. Yeah, Domi been running this YouTube for a while now, talking about the state of the game, talking about bringing on like strong players and stuff as well. Let me get this channel up. Ukyo, you hold down for a minute.
So can. Going into this next round here, both these players are so strong. A counter hit 6H gonna lead into a free burst of your choosing from Red I Am Not. Gets the big JS jump in there, and you know, one thing that I've been seeing from both these players is the ability to just swing and throw caution to the fences, because if you end up being right, you get a clean hit Tyrant Rave to send you through the wall.
Gonna go into that overhead as well. That hoof stomp can be so powerful, man. Can be hard to see, especially with all the clutter, especially with all the pressure that Domi's gonna put on you. So strong stuff right there, able to close out that round. Already has a lead, but Red gonna catch you with that 2S, crossing you up as well, but Domi not falling for the tricks.
Not for sure. It has such a strong understanding of this matchup. It seems like DPing at the exact right times, blocking exactly when they need to, and now gonna try and send you through the wall. And Red I Am Not just giving up that burst once again. Knows what Dami can do with one stray hit, with a little bit of stamina, with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You get a 6K that's gonna get you big counter hits.
Good just walk there from Red to get some distance back, but Domi was ready to pull back up afterwards. That 6K gets the counter hit. A little scrambling here in the corner gives Red a chance with that JD. That fast RCBT is going to deal a decent amount of damage here. You have to wake up into that gun. That was some interesting Oki there from Red to eat back this tension from Domi, but they were able to build it up on that air-to-air deflection to give you some distance. The stamina to still close it out regardless, and the hoof stomp from downtown from Domi World takes this game 2.
I'm not gonna lie, that was like a mid-screen slam dunk with that overhead.
That was crazy,
Just
man. Oh my god.
Run up overhead. Like, that was insane. You know, Dami up 2-0 right now, but one thing I gotta say about Red I Am Not is the combos that they go for. Like, the air combos with Gold Lewis. I didn't know Big Man had hops like that. It's kind of interesting to see Gold Lewis fly through the air on a lot of these. It's so funny to me.
Yo, Gold Lewis got ups, dog. My man, he got them hamstrings, dog. He can get off the ground. Oh my god, dude, the beak driver from downtown. Jesus Christ, that's what that move is for. Good just box there from Red, but Domi gonna keep you here in this corner.
I mean, just constantly looping advantage, and this fuzzy jump is gonna come out, and a big counter hit from Dami, but not able to run up and get more situation there. Getting another crush or guard crush there, and Red I Am Not gonna get a big combo, but oh no, it looks like it dropped.
Getting in here, that fast RC for the pressure to continue. Red getting caught in this tumble combo. Domi gets the most damage he can with that 5D. Red still in this round, but not for long as the trade hit secures Domi into this set point situation.
Such a strong commanding position right now. Up 3-0, has a cushion in not only life points, but also game points in general. Goes for the run-up throw, has the Roman cancel to end up breaking the wall. And you know, I see why they would spend it. That positive bonus has been so strong for them so far.
Red RC to move forward. Red was ready with that burst. Drone gonna walk you down the screen. Good 2P, but Domi with an amazing just block on that anti-air. 2K from downtown. The 6P connects. We have the stamina to carry you. Couldn't keep the combo going, but one more interaction will take it as Red is trying to fight out of this corner with that FD, but Domi with the hoof stomp gets another slam dunk. Gonna move on through this bracket here in the Jeekly 62.
Sometimes you got to take them to the slam jam, and now we've seen two what is that movie? The first one had Michael Jordan in it, the second one had LeBron. Space Jam. Yeah. I think it's the Space Jam, not Slam Jam. What am I saying?
Oh, you know what's sad is that, like, you were probably born after that movie came out.
I was born in 2004.
Oh man, dude, Space Jam was like fucking like 10 years old by the time you were born, bro. That is crazy.
What's crazy is I'm 20, so.
That is crazy. Yo, where do you live, by the way? What's your social?
Bro, what?
What's your first and last and your parents' name?
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have no idea how many numbers on a social security card. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's crazy. You don't even know your social though. You know it, right? You do know it. Yeah,
no,
I'm not asking you to say it, but you know it, right?
No, I don't. No, I have it, but I don't know it. I don't know it by heart.
Oh damn!
Like that for?
I don't know. Like I can tell Ukyo hasn't applied to a job yet. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you silent on that one? I'm sorry. Was that? I'm sorry. That bad joke. Bad joke. I'm sorry. Bad one. Anyways. No, I've had to have mine memorized for a while, Ukyo. I don't even know where my social security card is.
Your mic peeked out. What did you say?
Oh, I said I don't even know where my social security card is.
It's like, I have mine because I know I don't remember it. So anytime that I apply for a job or anything else that would need it, I have it on hand, so I don't have to remember it.
Cherry said, "This is crazy. Here, I'll make it worse for you." We're just waiting on clone, guys, and we'll be good to go.
Hi, Cherry. Another really strong Gold Lewis's. Do they travel in packs like the strong Gold Lewis players?
I just found mine the other day. Your card. I've been looking for mine for a while. I've been looking for mine for probably 7 years. I've moved since I've lost mine. Okay, here we go. Next match. Anyone know what the fuck we're talking about, man? Okay, here, I got this one. Let me get this one.
All right. Oh, you don't try.
Here we go, guys. Moving on to this loser side. If you look at the prize pool, it's up there, $100. That means all of these players that you see at this point already get a slice of the pie. It's just how big is it gonna get? Clone with this cross-up fast RC. Red RC rather. Domi been playing so hot tonight, able to double Luigi, Danny Almaza, take out Red I Am Not, but now you're gonna have to get through cloned on her Slayer, and this is shadow cloned, by the way. We still got that shadow skin on.
Well, Clone, you know, this is a rematch of winner's side top 8 first round, I believe, where I think Clone took it 3-0, I believe. No, it was 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. But yeah, you're
3-2.
right. I actually forgot about that, Ukio. Good point. This is another run back set. Yo, Domi been having to beat everyone tonight that he's already beaten once before, and you're going to have to do so in these future games going on, because Clone is going to secure it here with this 100-meter super.
Domi was probably dead about 4 times over in that position. I'm gonna be real. But Clone snatching a really fast one. It seemed like that set kind of went before our eyes, if I'm honest.
Dude, also something. I did the score wrong. Excuse me. But that's Clone's what? Her 6th or 7th 100-meter super. Aisha didn't even get to the chorus. God damn! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's brutal. Talk about a quick round. Aisha didn't even get to the chorus, man. Okay, good burst there from Domi. Gonna keep Clone here in the corner.
Able to get the DP, but doesn't end up getting the wall stick off of that. A big counter hit, and Clone decides to use that burst. Such a trade of resources right now, sticking you close to the wall. Goes for the slam jam or space jammer. I don't know. I'm not old enough for that, or I'm too old for that. I don't know. I'm mixed. I'm getting mixed.
Yeah, come on and slam, Ukio. And welcome to the, what is it? Jam. You got it.
Welcome to the jam. To the jam. Yeah,
yeah. Clone gonna send us through. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. This commentary is ass. We're tired, man. This is game 19. Domi playing so hot right now, sending Clone through. Let's show some respect on these players. As Clone trying to get that Danny step low for the trade hit pays off for her. Dude, I gotta give Clone some credit. She's gotta be one of the strongest players I see here in the online scene when it comes to trade hit situations. Of course, Slayer lends himself to that, but she's so good at turning trades into wall splats, into full conversions. She's so strong with it.
I mean, not only that, but her recognition of the hits that she gets, not only off of trades, but just straight hits in neutral in general. It seems like she has like a combo for every situation and never drops. Going in here, getting the mix, the left, right, jumping out of the situation, and the big counter hit, and Clone is up 2-0 in this set right now.
It's Shadow Clone, by the way. This isn't actually Clone. This is Clone's evil twin sister coming out on the Shadow skin.
What was it? What's the? How would you say cloned in reverse? The lonk?
Cloned? I don't know, man. When I edit the video in DaVinci, I'll play it backwards for you.
Oh, bet, yeah.
Yeah. I hear myself talk backwards so much because I'm like editing all the videos in DaVinci. Anyways, here we go. Going to this last game, guys. Trying to get that Master's Hammer. Dude, Sin has a pretty good matchup against Slayer, I think. And don't crucify me if I'm wrong on that one. But, of course, being able to backdash out of those Master's Hammers, being able to stuff you back with some of those big normals with those active 2Ks as well. Clone going to splat you here on the wall and was ready with that SMH.
I mean, not only that, but having a DP really helps in this matchup. It really stops Master's Hammer or any of the Dandy step follow-ups from being a real, true threat. But Domi here is absolutely getting mixed. Clone is doing such a great job at nullifying all these options, and there goes that DP, catching that 2H from Cloned, and now we're just pushing closer and closer to the wall, but Domi has no stamina.
Tyrant Barrel coming out. Hard knockdown happening out here, guys. Domi gonna walk up on you. I like that little dash block for a second there, just trying to see how active Clone was gonna be on her wake up. But the overhead into that fast RC is gonna take this round. Clone does have her burst here, so does Domi. We're basically back to 0 resources. Of course, Sin does have that stamina as well.
5Ks and oh, gets the 6K feint into the low. The 6P coming out from Domini, almost using it like a 6P. We've seen them use it on Wake Up so many times in this conversioning, not even using that many bars of stamina. The 2H gonna come out from Clone, trying to bait out some option, trying to get Domi to flinch, and there it is. Domi able to push Clone into the wall, uses that Wild Assault to take her burst and gets the free wall break from it.
And she does have this burst to play with, but at this point, I think any hit will kill, so she can't use it defensively outside of the flex shield. She's going to have to be aggressive with it. Domi doesn't get a chance to burst here quite yet because we got that command throw in. We do it afterwards and then catch the landing recovery. I think that was landing recovery. We'll have to see. Was Clone active in the air? Good thing I have these instant replays to see, but Domi's going to go ahead and get this game 3.
I wonder if she was trying to do JH and like it extended her hurt box down, so she got hit by the Gazelle Step, or not Gazelle Step, Elk Hunt.
And of course, I think just simply backdashing was all it took, right? You backdash like that in the air when you land, you have that extra landing recovery. I don't know the frame data on that, but I guess I should. But anyways, here we go. We got that far slash from downtown. The dude, why does Slayer got 4 6Ps, man, including close slash and far slash?
Oh, he needs it, Teehee. Close slash 2S 2H gonna go for the reset. Cloned, known for being able to go for those resets at a moment's notice, but doesn't get the combo that kills, and that's not what you want to see. Goes for the Hand of Doom, and Domi has a chance here. Goes for the Ride the Lightning. Probably gonna spin the rest of that meter. Oh no, doesn't get a chance to. Gets that wall break.
Gonna pile bunker on the other side, sealing that round. Even though Domi was clapping your cheeks there for a second, Clone was still able to finish her food. Spends that burst early. Has a good opportunity to do so here. Domi using all that stamina there. Oh my gosh, and the Wild Assault as well. So we spent a lot of resources. It looks like it will pay off because we did have the tension to confirm that next hit.
Oh, and a big frame trap on that 6K, but what a 5K from Clone. Getting that overhead hit. You get a loop from that?
Uki over there taking notes.
So cool.
The YRC connects even on the other side. YRC doesn't care what side you're on.
Ooh, goes for that stagger strike throw pressure. Frames of his father's sin, going for more and more pressure, vomiting out plus frames, it feels like there. And now Domi is really making a claim back for this set. Cloned is on set point, but Domi's not having any of it.
Strong stuff here, getting that eat, getting this Tyrant Barrel as well. Hard knockdown. Domi has this burst to play with offensively as well as defensively, possibly. Unfortunately, can't get that punish on that gold burst, but we do block it out. Clone does not get that positive bonus that she wanted. Does have that 50 tension, going to do so on this red RC pile bunker. Domi answers back with his own tension. Going to go ahead and close this one out with the stamina. Domi taking us to game 5 here in this losers finals.
What? I think clapping cheeks was mentioned. And now we're going to game 5. You know, Cloned was up 3-0 at one point. Like that is, or not 3-0. What am I saying? She would have won the set. 2-0 at one point. And now we're going into game 5. She gets so close to claiming these game and even these sets, but Domi just fights back every time.
Yeah, and this, for these players tonight alone, this is their game 5. Remember, their first set was 3-2, so going to game 5 in this set as well. Man, these players have been playing against each other for almost an hour at this point, it seems like, in this bracket. So if you're looking for this matchup specifically, you have a lot to chew on in terms of what to learn. Domi gonna spend that tension on the Tyrant Barrel to start off this round.
Now it's the big low hit, but text the throw, and Domi reverses the situation. Now on set point, it's up to Cologne to adapt to be able to take this.
Shadow Clone coming back out here, FDing back this Sin, but getting counter hit on that stagger pressure. The hard knockdown connects. Clone does have her burst on this side. We'll have to see if she gets a good chance to use it.
I mean, trying to FD right now, and the hard call out on that grab. Another hard call out to get that burst, but drops the combo. Wild Assault gonna let them confirm though, and we're breaking the wall. One more interaction for Dami, and they've punched their ticket to grand finals. The 2S is gonna hit though.
And it's gonna be Domi World closing out this set. Cloned, of course, still in third place, getting some of that Matcherino Dollarinos. But Domi's going to take this chance to move on to grand finals to fight off against Jack himself.
What a great set there. Dami pulling out the reverse sweep and Cloned. Yeah, they put up a great fight. And what a way to get third place at the Jeekly. That is not a result to scoff at.
No, for real, man. I'm out here. I'm going to be biased, right? I'm just gonna be biased. Clone needs to win a Jeekly, dude. I've been holding out for it for a minute, man. She definitely deserves it. I don't know. This is coming off wrong. What I'm trying to say is that she deserves it, right? I've seen her up there in that grand final spot before, man. I'd love to see her take it. Today, it's not going to be her week, but it's coming up. I know it for certain. But this week, it's going to be either Jack or Domi World. Okay, Jack in the Discord said, good luck, have fun, and Domi just says, stop. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This says, stop.
Stop. No.
Just stop. He just replies and says, stop. All right, here we go. All right, you got this one, homie?
Yep, I got it. All right, one set, or maybe even two if there's a reset that happens, stands between these two players and being your Jeekly champion for tonight's bracket. And we got Jack coming in from winner's side, making a strong case of their own, not dropping very many sets at all, or none in fact, because they're in winner's side. And Dami World making a trudge through loser's side after winning that first round, or losing that first round versus Clone, able to take this first round with a perfect. Dami's out for blood.
Strong stuff, man. Dami been on a heater tonight. I'm gonna keep it a million with you. This Domi World champion. Gotta check out his YouTube if you haven't already, guys. But tonight he is gaming. He's won Jeekly before 2 or 3 times, I think, total. Always on this sin. Of course, if you're an OG, you know the Zato Domi World. Jack, however, Jack right now at second place for Jeekly wins, but just give this guy a couple more weeks, man, and he's easily going to take the throne with how consistently he goes undefeated in these tournaments.
The 2S is going to catch out, but Jack going to be able to burst, going to have the time to be able to do that. And what a fuzzy jump in the overhead, going to end up catching again. Welcome to the jam. Yeah, I didn't mess it up. Exactly. Yep.
Come on and slam. And claim those fucking Matcherino codes, guys. There's like 25 left. Would really appreciate if you could do that. And then welcome to the jam or whatever.
Welcome to the jam or whatever.
But strong stuff there from Domi World, man. Hey, dude. I mean, here's the thing about Jack, right? There are some players where getting that early lead, getting these games, you start chipping away at their mental. You start making them second guess themselves. You start making them guess what characters are going to play, that kind of stuff. Dude, every win against Jack, just, I don't know, man. It feels like an isolated incident, probably, right? Because Jack just decides when he wants to win. He doesn't get tilted. He's not going to go get stuck on a secondary. He's just going to walk in the next game. He's going to hard knock you down to the other side, and then he's going to loop this positive bonus.
And Jack is just such a strong player in general with that mindset. You know, they've been in so many different tournaments. It's not like they haven't been here before. Second place for wins in the Jeekly, trying to chip at Daniel Maz's King Throne. The YRC is out of range, and Dami is trying their best to get in, trying to not let Jack win, but Jack gonna put a round up on the board.
Of course, Domi didn't have a good start here, but that was the Jack show right there. We're going to take it over here to the shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! But here we go. We're going to get in with that jump in JS, trying to gel you back with these air normals. The beak driver from that other side. Yo, Jack with the run up 6P. We're looking like Milia out here.
Going Going for the overhead, gonna get a big combo started here, but Jack wants to burst out. Doesn't want to let Domi start to grab this game by the horns. A big backdash. Both these players are playing neutral, trying to back up, trying to not get each other into a rhythm, and Jack is gonna be the first to strike with a run-up throw.
No tension for that Deus Ex, so we don't get that positive bonus loop quite yet. We're gonna have to just keep it honest out here. But Domi running up on you with that, dude. That throw after that dash up 2K was tricky as hell. Domi really fast about those tick throws, really strong about that kind of pressure. And you saw Jack right there, scared about that active 2K, was actually able to backdash it and get back in.
Oh, it's the beak driver from downtown, gonna send you tumbling, tries to go for the combo, and Jack not having it far slash, gonna go for another tumble situation, but doesn't spend the stamina. Maybe worried about burst and calls out the grab. You know, that Jonathan Tiene video has been really teaching everybody send defense, but whenever you got a player like Domi World, they're not afraid to call out those grabs.
Yeah, dude, it's the meta now, especially at this high level, man. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that Tiene video. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Jack gonna hard knock you down over here. We do have a lot of resources to play with for Domi with that stamina, but Jack's gonna have to get some focus back. Of course, it's able to crank up through that throw animation into 2P on the wake up. We were giving Jack credit earlier. He's so good with that wake up button.
Now, oh, and now look at Domi here, going for a big confirm, not giving Jack a chance to be able to burst out, and now that's a hard knockdown situation for Domi of all players. That's a scary situation to be in, but the success, the Y Iota, the success is gonna lead into a Deus Ex Machina.
Strong stuff there from Jack. Now that wasn't a roller round or nothing. Reminder that Domi had a really strong start. Jack, of course, won that last game, but dude, that was a good fight back and forth. Jack getting his feet comfortable, his feet placed, and what am I trying to say? His footing. There we go. Jesus, he's getting his footing out here. In this set, it could potentially be a long one, depending on how well Domi plays and keeps up that pressure. Or it could just be Jack starting off this 3-1. We'll have to see. Guys, get your bets in now as Domi gets that overhead, cancels that stamina, but Jack was ready with the burst.
Jack playing that happy chaos, no shoes on the ground, those stone slappers getting seated into this 5K, into the Kurt's gonna get the wall break with the shot, going through for more damage here, and the overhead off the fast RC gets the DP, gonna push into the corner, 5K 6HE, getting that free buff before breaking that wall.
Jack does have this tension here as well. Gonna loop this situation, getting that focus, getting that Deus Ex. Domi does have so much to play with here on this side, man, but we're gonna have to navigate around this incredibly strong Jack with that BRC slowdown 2K pickup. Dude, that was fucked up. Jack gonna seal out this round with some awesome play.
I mean, and it only can be expected of players of this caliber, especially if you're in the grand finals of the Jeekly. Messed up mix like that is going to be handed out front, left, and right, left, center, wherever you need it. And now, Domi trying to get in with these slow little dash blocks in, using that burst as another stamina bar, as it seems, going to end up breaking the wall. Trying to go for that low, and Jack's not having it, going for their patent pending mix.
Oh, that Goomba Stomp counter hit's going to put Domi right back on his ass. Good stuff with that hoof stomp, though. Dude, these 2Ks have been going crazy, Ukio.
Oh, yeah. They've been doing so much for not only Domi, but also Jack on the other side. You know, going back to the conversation we had earlier, sometimes it's the babysitter that's got a belt to ass, not the dad. Sometimes.
There you go, yeah. Oh. Now, okay, we're catching on those hoof stomps, though. I mean, Jack's been doing a pretty good job of blocking them out, but Domi, when he gets the hit, man, he makes it hurt.
I mean, and I know I've said it before, but I do think that Jack has some of the best defense in Guilty Gear. And what does that say about Domi's offense? Able to open up somebody like Jack with these hoof stomps, these gazelle steps, these constant elk hunts, making sure that it's never one option entirely that's getting represented.
Gonna burst you back. The Goomba picks up, dude. Oh my god, that route. Jesus, bro. We're looking like Chun-Li out here with those air combos. We're going to be on this other side. Domi does have some tension to play with. Jack going to get this tick throw in, that fast RC shot. Domi was able to get that burst, but only for Jack to block it as we take this game 3 of Grand Finals.
Domi is definitely still in it, putting up such a strong fight and taking it to last round. Definitely, maybe not a last interaction, last hit situation, but 100% doable there if they were to get the right hit, be able to structure the right pressure. And now you got one more game if you're Jack to add one more belt or one more crown to that pile that you have. What do you do here if you're Domi?
Bro, you gotta start licking your controller or something, man. You gotta be rolling your thumb over the buttons. Y'all expect me to say that? Here we go. Good blocks on the shots. Jack with an early burst. If Domi gets another good hit or some good pressure here, which we're already seeing, this could be deadly for Jack, but an easy, simple jump forward is sometimes all it takes to flip the script.
Flip the script like gun flip? I saw what you were getting at. Yeah, that's not what you were going for at all. Goes up for the close slash, gets the stagger pressure, goes for the overhead, has the stamina to convert, and now you got Jack into the corner, got Jack exactly where you want them, and Jack able to get burst back before the end of that round, or so I thought. I am a liar. Oops.
Couldn't get that burst. We basically got it back. We got it back. Unfortunate drop. That actually would have mattered, Ukio, because I think Jack would have splatted before using the burst, so Domi would have gotten that positive bonus, but nice counter hit from downtown. Jesus Christ. Yo, you got to spend this burst eventually, homie. You're running out of good times to do it. Domi is actually...
Oh, that's going to kill...
No,
Wait,
no! Oh my God, no, dude! Okay, we're still able to take the round. Guys, if you're gonna bait a burst, you got to dedicate yourself to it, man. You gotta do it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't mean the backseat fucking Domi World and Grand Finals of this 90-man tournament, but dog, just hold down back the whole time.
Oh my god.
I mean,
going out for blood indeed.
Backseating Domi World.
Backseating in Grands.
Anyways, game 5.
Anyways, game 5 of first game of Grands. We could be on the verge of a reset here. Does Jack get hit with that overhead? Decides to use the burst. We're even at no burst apiece right now, but gonna get the run up throw, strike throw, high, low, left, right, whatever you want from Happy Chaos. You can have it.
Dude, Jack with some great routing, able to get the ammo back, the focus back, and getting your butt shot through this wall. Curse applied, fast RC shot. Look at that tension building up, dude. Oh my god, the world's our oyster. Jack going for this Deus Ex to try to seal out the tournament, putting Domi on set point. We're gonna have to climb back if we're resetting this bracket, or is Jack gonna shut you down and get another Jeekly win in his belt?
Tries to go for that low there. The DP ends up coming out. The focus shot gonna be able to get that burst out. And Domi, you're on the edge of death right now. This is such a bad spot to be in. You're gonna have curse on you. Jack is gonna have a hard knockdown. The only thing you got to your name is a 50 burst, 50 tension, and maybe some stamina.
Man, you got a little bit less than that now. We're gonna get shot through here. Hard knockdown again. Domi does have that burst, full stamina, full tension. We just got to get a chance to use it, and we get that punish on that whiff 2P from Jack, but we blocked that drop combo. Nice tech on the throw. BRC drifting forward, catching that air throw out. Jack is going to hold on. No, they spent the burst.
No, going to use the burst. Really wants to get it there, and a big burst bait coming out from Jack. Domi almost clawed it back, but through winner's side, Jack is going to be the winner of this bracket. Oh, wow. Wow. What a set. What a set. That is insane.
Guys, strong stuff, man. That was the Jeekly 62. Will you guys give me a second to try to sum up this bracket for y'all? Man, an awesome Grand Finals. Jack played so awesome, man.
Bro, Dami fought so hard. I honestly, I'm gonna be real, I thought a reset was coming. I thought it was.
I mean, dude, as strong as Jack is, man, even if you saw the reset, you know Jack would have locked in. Like I said, he is not a tilt player, man. He locks in. Guys, this is your last chance to claim any of the Matcherino codes to pay out the winners. The people getting paid are Domi, Cloned, and Jack. So if you're fans of any of them, claiming these codes helps. And also, guys, if you're in here, before you click away, if you could please do me a favor, I'm just going to be real, it helps me out a bunch if you can subscribe to the YouTube. If you're watching in the YouTube chat, really appreciate y'all. If you're not subbed yet, please shoot me a sub, guys. I'm gonna be real, it helps out so much, so thank you. All right, let me sum up this bracket. Jack, of course, undefeated again, dude. I think that's good. He's easily going to get into that first place spot if you give him a couple weeks as the biggest winner here at the Jeekly. Domi World, awesome tournament tonight, going out at second. Clone going out at third after taking Domi to game 10, bro. Red Eye, I'm not going to be going down at fourth, showing us both the Gold Lewis and the Nago tonight. Danny going to be going down on that Kai, playing so hot, and that Sin. Enzog, the people's champ, on that Bedman. Symphakai came in on the Unica, and then Scissors on that Anji. This is going to be a cool top 8 graphic. Ukyo, thanks for joining me back on the mic. I'm going to get this raid hooked up, but if you got anything to shout, man, now's your time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in a couple of orgs. One of them is GGG, and we run our own beginner bracket. It's called the Get Good Gambit. It's every other Sunday, not this upcoming Sunday, but the Sunday after. And it's we know that this is an open bracket, and we know that a lot of the participants might not be able to qualify, but we would love to see all of you extremely skilled players and all of you knowledgeable watchers to come and hang out with us in our server. Help us bring awareness to our newer players that come into the scene and help us all grow and just chill out and hang with the GGG crew. Not only that, but I'm now starting to stream, so if you want to come hang out with me, I try to stream every other day at GGG, twitch.tv/GGGYukio. Thank you so much for having me on, Jeek. It was a lot of fun to commentate with you as always.
Yeah, man, loved having you, bro. Thank you very much. Guys, I got this raid queued up. 10 seconds on the clock. Check out the Jeekly Academy tomorrow, a bi-weekly beginner bracket. Check out the Jeek League finals coming up on this Tuesday. Who's going to make it into that $1,000 pot? You always check out the Jeekly every Friday. And guys, there may be some Jeekly offlines coming up soon. We'll have to see. I'll let you know when I got more information. But for now, go say hi to Jack. Tell him congratulations. And y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you out.